Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Gauntlet, where our challengers are continuing forward in their attempt to defeat every single monster in the official Dungeons & Dragons Monster Manual. I am your Wow, I have something in my throat already. I am your GM, Scott.
What a way to start.
It's the best way to start. I'm your GM... Nope. Guys, introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm James, and I play Vomm Stigabashi. Enough with the pleasantries anyway, let's get to killing things.
I'm RJ, I'm playing Lontil, a wonderfully snappy lizard folk, and I am here ready to slash and hack my way through.
I'm Josh. I'm playing the half-orc barbarian Crom the Crusher, and I am ready to crush once again.
I'm Carrie, and I'm playing Lilith, and I just want to kill everything.
And as I was trying to say, I'm your GM, Scott. For those of you who are new here, this show, you, as an audience, are able to have audience participation. For watching any of our shows here at the Adventurers Pack, you gain inspiration points, which you can spend to help your friends and hinder the enemies, or spin the Wheel of Chaos, where you have no idea what's going to happen there. For those of you who have been here for a while, you may notice that there is a new option in this little... option area, but we'll get to that as soon as we get to the next sanctuary. In addition, any of you donating bits to the to us here at Adventurers Pack, all of the bits go towards the players, the characters getting new gear. And currently, our next goal is a +1 wand for Lontil, making Lontil's spells so much better. Before we get started, I would like to go ahead and do our charity shout-out. This month, our charity shout-out is for the Preemptive Love Coalition. The Preemptive Love Coalition is a global movement of peacemakers committed to unmaking violence by confronting fear with acts of love. They are working out on the front lines right now in Beirut, and could really use some love from us. So go ahead and check them out. We have put a link in the widgets below our video. And lastly, I would like to give a big old thank you to all of our patrons who go above and beyond the following us and subscribing to us here. It is with your help that we are able to continue to grow and make bigger and better content. With all of that, ladies and gentlemen of the Gauntlet, are you ready to dive in for today's challenge?
Yes.
Born ready.
So
Ready for blood and sand.
And before we dive in, a really quick thank you to Kidson97 for the 100 bits. I love you, Kidson.
Thank you.
So,
already
we go. So, when last we met our challengers, you had completed the room that had once defeated you at the beginning of the last gauntlet, with the smoke and steam methods, these swarms of rats, and you were whisked away to a new challenging room. You have now found yourselves in a bit of a swampy area where you see a couple of dead trees. To your left, the trees, you see a bunch of ravens that are just sitting, looking down at you, a little bit of red glistening in their eyes. Sorry, that was to your right. And to your left, you see a wolf chowing down on the corpse of a human. And you also see a dead tree to your left with a much larger winged bird sitting in it. Before we get going, can I please get perception checks from everybody? And before we get going, it looks like we've already had 2 Agents of Chaos redeemed. First one from Zagmeister, who's redeeming Agent of Chaos on Crom. So let's go ahead and spin the Wheel of Chaos.
Thank you, Zagmeister.
Well, don't thank him just yet. Crom, you have been dulled. For the next minute, all of your attacks suffer a -3 to the roll.
Of course they do. What a way to start.
And Zagmeister has also redeemed an Agent of Chaos for Lontil, so we are going to give a second spin of the wheel.
Give me that haste. Give me that haste.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, and gifts await.
Ooh.
Yes. This is a positive.
That sounds good.
Promising.
Yes, this is... Who would have thought that this is a positive? The next time that you get to a sanctuary, there's going to be something in that chest waiting for you.
Noted.
All right.
Exciting.
So, I think that's... oh my gosh, I think more has been happening.
All of the chaos.
As soon as it starts, we get chaos going, and I have to figure out what the heck is going on. You guys,
The game of chaos.
you guys are not gonna get any chances to actually play this game. We gotta take care of the chaos wheels that are going around. Let me pull this up to see what all. Looks as though we have 2 adrenaline surges that have been given, one for Lilith and one for Vomm.
Oh,
Thank you.
good.
Kidsen has redeemed an Agent of Chaos on Vomm, and and I believe the other one has and an Agent of Chaos on Lilith, and Rezkin Raven has redeemed an Agent of Chaos on Lilith. So let's spin that first one that is happening on Vomm. Here we go. Welcome to the show,
Something
everyone.
good.
Eventually, we'll get to play D&D. Dulled. Vomm, for the next minute, all of your attacks are suffering a -3 to the attack. Lilith from
You and all your
Kidsen.
people will suffer for this.
The first one on Lilith. Going round and round and round. Here we go.
Something good. Something good.
Multi-shrubs!
Shrubbery! All the shrubbery!
Let me...
How many shrubs do we have to fight?
6 animated shrubs have been summoned into the arena. Let me just...
Oh boy.
Started out interesting. I like it.
up here. Ba-bum-ba-bum.
All of the chaos before we even get to attack.
And as that was around Lilith,
Oh, fabulous. Oh. Okay. Cool.
Oh no.
so
The
6
supporting character is going to be a tank, apparently.
6 awakened shrubs have shown up around Lilith. And let me see.
Cool, cool, cool.
I believe there was one more for Lilith from Rezkin Raven, so we're gonna spin that wheel of chaos as well. Maybe.
Something good?
Oh, it is trying so hard to load. Come on. And spin. I think the... Uh-oh.
Did we
break the wheel?
We maybe broke the wheel. Hold on, let me...
Too much chaos. We broke the wheel.
It is now only the semicircle of chaos.
One
We
second.
have maxed our chaos for the evening. Or the hour.
Time to start rolling on the sorcerer
Oh,
on the
jeez.
table.
Please no.
Let's
Anyone
not.
have AAA?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, just pop the trunk, grab the spare.
Right. Spell wheel.
Well, apparently Twitch has logged us out of being able to use that. Let's try one more.
We used it too many times.
Apparently we
Twitch
used it
doesn't
too
like
many
us.
times. You guys broke it.
That's incredible.
You have broken the wheel.
All right, let's
Audience, you have broken Twitch.
try this really quick.
Bravo.
Here we go. Do. So, while I'm getting this working out, Lilith, what are your plans for all of these shrubs that have shown up around you?
Well, I'm not sure yet. I have a plan for one of them.
All right. Well, now that we've got the wheel
Try to hit
fixed,
him.
let's see what else happens for you. Befuddled.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh,
The wheel hates us
oh my
tonight.
gosh, I'm surrounded and befuddled.
You suffer this as if the spell Confusion has been cast on you.
Befuddled by bush.
So,
So.
That's one strange salad.
at the start of your turn, I need you to roll a d10, and that will determine what you actually do on your turn.
Alright.
And that is for,
The world is a weird place.
and that lasts for 1 minute.
Alright.
So, wait, there's another one for Vomm? Oh my gosh, these guys. Yep. Bladro has redeemed Agents of Chaos on Crom. Wait, so let's do this again.
But on Crom or on Vomm?
Crom.
All right.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Oh,
tick
no.
tock, tick tock.
Is it
tick,
a bomb?
Tock. Something's happening.
Oh.
So with that,
What?
this
There's
actually
just a clock ticking in the background.
this
Like,
might actually be a good thing. Let me look this up really quick.
The suspense is absolutely killing me here. I made a 23 on my perception check, and I'm still not like sure what to expect to happen.
You have
I made
no
a 6.
idea.
I am confused. I am just standing there like I am surrounded by bushes, and I don't know what is happening, and I don't know where anybody is.
Okay.
SpongeBob episode where he gets turned into a bomb.
Oh God.
So
Crom the bomb.
let me make
From
sure.
the bum, I like that.
You're not gonna like that here in a second.
Uh oh.
Well,
So, as you are all looking around this area to see what in the world is going on, Crom explodes in a massive ball of fire. I am going to roll some damage really sick. I'm gonna roll some
Crom
damage. Really
literally
quick.
is the bomb.
I need.
I haven't had a chance to rage yet.
I need everyone within that sphere to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
What sphere?
Oh boy.
The sphere that is showing up on the map.
There is no sphere.
There is no sphere.
Really?
I don't believe we see that, Scott.
I see the sphere. Perhaps it's only my point of view right now.
I do not see anything.
Well, I can also see it
I see
from
shrubbery.
the I can see it from the audience's perspective.
I
Let's just,
imagine it includes all of this.
yeah, let me just put it this way. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
Gauntlet Master, is this something that I would be able to see with
Okay.
my danger sense?
No,
Taking
you had
advantage of this
no
roll?
idea that this was happening.
What are you
Can I
doing
use
to
my
me, Chat?
inspiration? Or no?
If you have a point of inspiration, you
I
could
do.
use it on this.
I think I'm going to do
Thank
that.
God. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. And pardon me,
Oh,
well, I make a
fantastic.
dexterity saving throw for every single monster that was in that area.
Oh, this could be good.
Okay, the shrubs.
Blow up the shrubs.
The shrubs fail. The swarm of ravens fails. Oh my god.
Poor ravens.
The Oh, let me make sure. We haven't even gotten a chance to play. And the troglodyte that was hanging out in the swampy water also fails. What'd you all get?
Beautiful.
21.
15 on my save.
17.
10.
Okay, so for those of you who rolled a 15 or higher, you take 16 points of fire damage. For those of you who rolled under a 15, you take 33 points of fire damage.
Are you kidding?
I am not kidding. All of the shrubs are immediately incinerated.
I'm down.
The ravens are gone. This, the troglodyte is also gone. All right, so
That hurts.
Lontil, you are unconscious.
I was at 23 points and I took 30. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm just instantly like,
Thank you. A big thank you to Fire Garnet Snake for redeeming 700 points of inspiration to cast Mass Healing Word.
Oh, thank
Yes.
You all recover 10 points of health.
Oh, please.
Oh my
Lontil,
goodness. Thank you
you are back up.
so much.
woo, I'm still proud.
Oh,
We are going to clear this room before chaos returns. Just keep spinning that chaos wheel.
So, with all of that, let's go ahead and take the first turn.
okay.
What was everyone's perception checks? Not Lontil, you looked around and saw fire and then blacked out and then came back, so your perception check we're gonna have nulled. What was everyone else's perception check?
13.
All right, 13. Kron?
That was 8. 13 for
6
me
for
as
me.
well.
Okay. So, yes, all of you perceive this here to be a massive, shadowy, winged creature that begins to take flight. And as it takes flight, you see it has more of a lizardy form underneath. This is, in fact, a winged kobold that is now flying overhead.
Okay.
And it
Those
is...
look worse than regular kobolds.
It looks a little worse than regular kobolds, yes. And it is going to fly over here, and it's about 20 feet up. It's going to be right here, and it is going to drop a rock on Lontil. But that is a natural 1, even with Lontil being prone. This is a ranged attack. That is not going to hit. And it is then going to continue to fly over. Let's see. Right about here. Or wait, no, that's Lontil. Right about here. So it is 20 feet in the sky and up there. That is finally going to bring us to Crom the Crusher.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, I'm gonna look at Vomm. I'm gonna look at the bloody flail in his hand. I'm gonna say, I believe you have something that belongs to me, my friend. And I will walk 1 foot up to him. I will brandish my shield at this winged kobold, and I will hold out my hand towards Vomm. That will be it for my turn.
Okay. That is then going to bring us to the... nope, the swarm of ravens is dead. That's going to bring us to the wolf, who is going to come up to you here, Lilith, and is going to take a bite at you.
Fair enough.
Let's see here. So that is going to be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right. So as it does, it deals 5 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Alrighty. Oof. Ouch. 7.
7. Alrighty. So, as the wolf approaches you and bites you, it actually overpowers you and takes you to the ground. You are now prone.
Okay. This is okay.
Alrighty. That is then going to bring us to Lilith. You are up.
Alright. Even though I am prone and on the ground, I can still cast, correct?
Yes, you could still cast from here. I believe... Let me see here. You have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Alright. I'm gonna try to freeze the bugger that just put me on the ground. I am not so thrilled to be already down.
Alright, so is this Ray of Frost?
Yes. And you said, I have disadvantage?
You have disadvantage. However, you do also have an adrenaline surge coming your way, so you can re-roll either of those die.
Okay, so the first die was a 17. And the second die was 16.
You don't have to re-roll them if you don't want to.
Okay. No point in re-rolling a 17. Because that's a 23 to hit.
All right, 23 hits. Go ahead and roll damage on your Ray of Frost.
Oh, 22.
God.
Can I do math?
Can I just say...
17 plus 6, that's 23, right?
Yeah, you're good. It hits.
Okay.
Chat. Gosh.
Actually, that is cocked. Let's try that again. 8! Max damage.
Max damage. 8 points of damage coming at the wolf. Very nicely done. And so the wolf is encased over in some in frost. It is still moving, but much slower now. So, anything
Can I
else from?
stand up with my movement?
Yes, you can take half of your movement to stand up. Oh,
Alright, I
hey.
will
Really quick, we are being raided by Bokuden with a party of 6. Hello to everyone raiding us,
Hello.
and
Welcome.
welcome to the Gauntlet. A lot of stuff has gone down. You just missed a fireball. Let's see what else happens for this group of adventurers.
Alright, so I shall stand up, and I am going to pull out my rapier and brandish it towards this wolf, looking very menacing. I'm pissed.
Alrighty. That is then going to bring us to Lontil, who is prone, but you are up.
Yes, my ears ringing from that massive explosion from my friend to my right. I use 15 feet of movement to stand up, bloodied and burnt. I would like to move 15 feet this way, and I would like to weave my hand through the air. A spectral vine of black and green thorns whips out, and I'm going to use my cantrip to cast Thorn Whip on the kobold that tried to drop a rock on me.
Very nice. Go ahead and do so. And as you are rolling that, really quick thank you to Emmy the Odd, our wonderful Fess, who is in the audience, for gifting 5 Tier 1 subs to the community. For those of you who have now been gifted subs, welcome to the Adventurers Pack.
Welcome.
Yes,
That's going to be a
welcome,
13 to
friends.
hit, GM.
13 to hit the winged kobold. That's exactly what you need to hit. So go ahead
Excellent.
and roll damage.
So that is going to be 5 points of piercing damage. And I'd like to, GM, you said he's 20 feet in the air. I'd like to, instead of pulling him closer to me, I'd like to just bring him straight downwards so he's closer to my friends.
Alrighty, so
that's
he
possible.
is now 10 feet in the air. Very nicely done. Anything else from you, Lontil?
That is a cantrip for my action. I will simply just hover there at the ready. I'll finish my turn.
Alrighty. That is then going to bring us to Troglodyte's dead. Vomm.
All right. Is this fluttery bugger within smashing range?
He is 10 feet in the air, so just barely not, unless you've got reach.
I do not. In that case, I'm going to briefly look to Crom and say, well, that may be so, but currently it is in my hand, and I'm going to go over here and try and kill this wolf.
Alrighty. So go ahead and make an attack roll for me. On advantage because of that wonderful flanking, and also know that you have an adrenaline surge.
I do. That'll be a 15.
15 on the wolf. 15 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Lovely. Oh, terrible. Only 7.
7 points of damage is enough as you come behind this wolf and crack it atop its head. You can see its skull actually splits open slightly, and the wolf falls dead to the ground. Anything else from you, Vomm?
I'm just going to look at Lilith where she is, and I'm just going to go, all right.
Well done.
And as you do so, looking up at Lilith, you feel suddenly a grip against your leg. You look behind you and you see that this corpse on the ground here is actually, well, its eyes are open. It has a grip on your ankle and it pulls its mouth towards your calf and bites into it. And that is going to be a 22 to hit.
Ah, well, yeah, that'll do it.
Alrighty, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. It tries to bite in. It doesn't actually pierce the skin. It's more of a crushing on your leg as this zombie bites into you.
Ah, hello, Treacle.
As that is happening, Lontil, what is your passive perception?
That would be a 15.
15, okay. All right. Lontil, you notice that over here in this tree, a bit of mushrooms that you hadn't seen before, you could have sworn that they moved.
You're referring to this clump here, GM.
No, I'm gonna pull up. One moment. There's a clump that you had not seen in the tree line here.
Ah, I see.
And you swear it just moved off of the tree into the rest of the arena.
One moment, GM. A thing I should have let you know. I still have Sanctuary active. Did the zombie make a wisdom save before it was trying to attack
Good to know. Thank you very much. And no, it did not. And it very much failed that wisdom save. So you don't take any of that damage. Instead, the zombie grabs a hold of your calf and goes and thinks twice about biting into you.
I still say, hello, Treacle.
Alrighty. That is then going to bring us to the top of the round with the winged kobold, who is going to flutter back up and take 10 feet of movement to get 20 feet back up, and then, or no, actually only take 10 feet of movement, yep, and then get here, and is going to drop another rock on you, Lontil. And that is going to be a 22 to hit.
Ouch!
And that'll be 9 points of bludgeoning damage as this stone cracks you right on the head. And then I keep wanting to move you. It moves there. It is back again at 20 feet in the air, but is very close to you now. Alrighty. That is then going to bring us back to the back to Crom. You are up.
All right. My hand is still held out, and I look down at expecting a flail to bear, but it's empty. I look back at Vomm, and I say, "What's the matter, my friend? Are you still bitter I passed up your god when the name's Kelemvor?" No matter. I don't need that flail anyway. I'm gonna pull out a javelin off my back, and I'm gonna move as close as I need to move to the winged kobold to be within 20 feet.
Alrighty.
Where would that be, Gauntlet Master?
To be within 20 feet, you'd have
Here's-
to be right next to him, basically right under him. He's 20 feet in the air.
All right. I believe javelin is 20-foot range, correct? Or is it 30?
Let's double check this. It is 30 feet for short range, 120 feet for long range.
Beautiful. Then I will be within 30 feet. Will that get me there, GM?
That will be good to go. Go ahead and make that attack roll. And I believe you still have a leftover
Right.
adrenaline surge. A lot of adrenaline surges happened, so we'll go ahead and give you one.
Even better. And before I do that, for the first time in weeks, Crom the Crusher would like to ring.
Yes! Do it.
Victory, John.
All right.
For the first time in a very long time, you see your
All right, so-
companion's muscles grow taut and his eyes go dark and black. He seems rather pissed off.
And that was an 18 on the die, bringing it to a 24 to hit.
Ooh, a 24
Oh
hit.
no, -3 for the duel, so only a 21.
Only a 21. Still hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, here goes nothing. Full of rage and radiant energy imbued by Kelemvor. That is 6 plus 5 plus 1 second. Plus another 6 is 17 points of piercing damage. With the
17.
javelin.
That is more than enough to take. So as the winged kobold dropped a rock on Lontil and began to fly away, you rush up to it, chuck the javelin with your newfound rage, and it catches it right in the back, and you just hear as it falls and hits the ground dead. Anything else from you, Crom?
I don't need that flail, Vomm. No, that will do it for Crom.
Alrighty. That is then going to bring us to... Nope, that's dead. And, yep, Nope, that's dead too. Lilith, you're up. And Lontil, you're on deck.
Alright. I'm a little hurt, so I'm not gonna get any closer to this zombie. Ugh, it's so gross. I'm just gonna try to freeze the thing.
Alrighty.
Ooh, ouch. 11.
11 does hit the zombie. Or, yes. So go ahead and roll that damage.
That's a surprise.
It's a zombie. He's not very fast moving.
Well, now he's even slower. It's a 3.
3 points of frost damage to this zombie. As it was shambling before, it is as if it in slow motion even now. Alrighty. Anything else from you, Lilith?
I'm good here. Kind of in the middle. I'm good.
All right. That is then going to bring us to Lontil. You are up.
All right, after having her bell rung quite hard twice in a row, I would like to look at my friend Crom and say, thank you for snatching that ugly little flying fucker out the air. And I'm going to take a moment as my action to down a healing potion.
Alrighty.
I was at 1 hit point. 2d4 plus 4, yes, GM?
2d4 plus 2.
So that is going to give me back 4 points of healing. Still not looking too great. I am then going to close my eyes, use a bonus action to cast Healing Word on myself, and I'm going to take a moment, gather my thoughts, center myself, and cast my spell.
Alrighty.
So that is going to be an additional 1d4 plus. Okay, another 4 points of healing to me, bringing me up to 9.
Very nice. That is a lot of healing in one round.
I rolled 3 ones. So, trying to get all that bad juju out now so I can come back swinging hard. I'll finish my turn.
Alrighty, that is then going to bring us to Vomm Stigabashi.
Right, I'm gonna twirl the flail and try and crack this zombie's skull with it.
Alright, go ahead and roll that attack for me.
Aha! That will be an 18.
18 does indeed hit the zombie. Go ahead and roll damage.
Excellent. Okay, that will be another 7 for bludgeoning damage.
Another 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Very nicely done. Alright, so you crack this thing across the head, and you hear its neck just... And it continues to hang there, but it's still moving. Anything else from you, Vomm?
Oh, I like you. You can take a bit of punishment. No, I'm good.
Alrighty. That is then going to bring us to the zombie, who is going to shamble its way over here between the both of you. And as it's moving, it is going to attempt to smash into you, Vomm. It's going to make that wisdom check. I'm guessing a 9 doesn't do anything.
Nah.
Alright, so in that case, it is going to be attacking Lilith. And that is going to be a 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
Alrighty, that's gonna be it for the zombie. Which at this point, yeah, I think you're both pretty much right there. You would see this again. Crom and Lontil, you see this massive mushrooms moving, but as you do, you see that within the overgrowth is actually a large, almost head of a spear-shaped purple fungus. And as it approaches, it begins to have long tendrils extend out from it. And it is going to make its multi-attack against you, Crom. And so it is going to make two rotting touch attacks. The first one being a 12 to hit, the second one being a 4 to hit. Neither of them doing it, but you see that these purple tendrils lash out towards you. The first one you're able to definitely avoid. The second one you actually bat away with your weapon. But that's going to do it for the violet fungus. That is then going to bring us back to the top of the round with Crom. You are now up.
Yes, Crom likes mushrooms. This should be good fun. Crom will pull out his regular, not +1 flail and approach.
Alrighty.
Alright, here goes nothing. That is not great. I'm going to spend my adrenaline surge.
Let me see here. I believe... it's okay. Well... Yep, go ahead.
I believe I heard all players had adrenaline surges.
Yes, so
yes.
The new rules with Adrenaline Surge is if you don't choose to use it, it still goes away at the end of your turn. So Adrenaline Surges you have to use it, otherwise it's gone. And so
Okay,
right now...
I don't need it, because the first one The first one I rolled a 10 on the die, and the second one I rolled a 14 on the die. So the first one would have been a 16 to hit.
All right, 16 does indeed hit the violet fungus. It doesn't have very much of an AC,
great.
so go ahead and roll that damage for me.
Squish it, fungus. Here we go. Not great, but that's okay. Much better. All right, that is 14 points, 5 of which is radiant.
14 points, 5 of which is radiant, is more than enough to begin smoldering this violet fungus. It begins to shrivel with the light that is emanating from your weapon, and it is gone. It is no more, along with the rest of the mushrooms that were growing by it. Anything else from you, Crom?
Yes, I knew that would be good fun. Crom would then like to move 5, 10, 15 towards the rest of his movement towards the next fungus.
Alrighty. Heading towards it, you are now there. Anything else from your turn?
That will do it for Crom.
All right, that is then going to bring us to Lilith. You are up. Lontil, you are on deck.
All right. I am going to move here in
Okay.
flanking position, and I am going to try to chop off this zombie's head with my rapier.
Very nice. Go ahead and spear towards it.
So...
Using spear as an action.
No, rapier.
No,
Oh.
I'm saying speared with your rapier. I'm clarifying to the audience that I am using that as... Yeah, go ahead and roll your attack.
I was like, I don't have a spear.
No, rapiers are piercing weapons.
Oh, man. 19. So, 24.
24 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage on the zombie.
Oh, max damage! So, wait, hold on. Because it's a +1 now. So, 11? I think?
I'm...
Yeah, I'm doing the math. Yes, 11 points.
11 points of damage. Alrighty. Oh, no. I accidentally typed in plus 114. No, plus 11. Okay, so you are able to stab at with your rapier in the zombie's head, and you swish around a bunch of the brain inside. You believe that destroying the brain is the manner in which you should kill a zombie. At least legend says. You must have missed a little bit because it seems to still be holding on, but not by much.
I'll just pull out my rapier and go, "Whoa." Try to, like, shake it off of my... Like, all right, Vomm, your turn.
All right, that then brings us to Lontil. You are up.
Yes, after spending years in the sewers of Ravnica, I've seen a number of undead creatures roaming around, and I can tell that this ugly, crawling bag of flesh is on its last breath. I would like to desperately try and send the Thorn Whip over in its direction.
All right, go ahead and roll that attack for me.
Oh, it's going to be an 8.
An 8 is exactly what you need to hit, so go ahead and roll damage. Zombies, man, they are easy.
Another 5
Super
points of
squish.
piercing damage.
Another 5 points. Let's see here. So, as you send your Thorn Whip out and grip a hold of it, you can see the two of you that are next to it, Vomm and Lontil, or Lilith, that it looks as though the zombie is, again, lifeless for but a moment, but a sudden surge of adrenaline of its own kicks it back, and it has taken damage, should have died, but still remains. Do you wish to pull it towards you?
No, I would just like to try and hold it there.
Alrighty. That is then going to bring us to Vomm. You are up.
Right, this is one thing you need to understand. Surgical precision is one thing, but must never discount brute force, and I try and smash its head like a melon.
Alright, go ahead and roll that attack for me.
22.
Oh, yes, that definitely hits. Let's see that damage.
12 bludgeoning.
12 points of bludgeoning
Max
damage.
damage.
Let's see here. You crash into its
Alright.
skull, and you can see that it opens up. You can see the hollow, the word is escaping me. The hollow, empty space that is now its skull, is there before you, and once again, though it should be dead, it still remains. Vomm, anything else from you?
See? What did I tell you? It doesn't have a head anymore. It's clearly dead.
I don't think force is working. I need something else.
All right, that is then going to bring us to the zombie, who is going to attempt to attack you back, Vomm. And first, it's going to make that wisdom save, and I'm guessing that a 1 isn't going to do it either. So instead, it's going to attack Lilith. And
Wait, let me check.
a 7 to hit Lilith isn't going to do it, so that's going to be it for the zombie, bringing us back to the top of the round with Crom. You are up.
All right, Crom will continue his crusade against the mushrooms.
Okay.
He'll move forward 5 feet and attack with the flail.
All right, go ahead and roll that attack for me.
Oh, very bad, because I still have dulled, so that is 4 minus 3 is 1 plus 6. No,
6.
I assume 7 won't hit.
Well, you actually assume wrong. A 7 does hit. As you smash down, it appears to just be mushrooms that you smash into.
Oh, good.
Also, for what it's
Crush
worth,
the mushrooms.
the violet fungus itself only has an AC of 5. But the mushrooms are still all that remain.
Nothing wrong with
Crom,
being thorough.
anything else from you?
Crom would just like to look confused for a moment. And then in his blood rage, he will just continue forward 5, 10, 15 to here.
Now, Crom, can you double check on on the rules for raging? Do you have to attack a creature, or just make an attack?
Oh god, this will be bad.
And while we check on that ruling, that is going to bring us to Lilith. You are up.
Alright, well, neither of the things I've tried before worked.
All right.
Not very happy with this guy.
Also, thanks to Emmy the Odd, they are giving an adrenaline surge to their bardic friend.
Oh!
Oof.
Thank you, Abby.
To answer your question, it is an attack against a hostile creature.
So unfortunately, as you
He at least
smash
thought
through
it
these
was
mushrooms,
hostile.
you rush towards the next bit of fungus, and you feel your rage subside.
So bad. Very bad. Very bad. Crom is coming out his wits and like, oh no, what did I do? 2 turns of rage. That's nothing.
Oh no, what did I do?
The best response of coming out of a rage. Also, thank you to Zagmeister for the adrenaline surge on Lontil. So,
Alright.
Lilith, what would you like to do?
Alright, my friend Vomm is 10 feet away from me, right?
Yes, he is.
Alright, I am gonna try something different. And I hit my shield with my rapier as loud as I can, and I emit thunderclap.
Okay. So, I believe it needs to make a save, or is it just, it's there?
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Does a 6 do anything?
Negative.
Alrighty.
Does not.
So go ahead and roll damage.
3 points of thunder damage.
All right, so taking the 3 points of thunder damage, it also then... That'll do it. As the shockwave emanates out from Lilith, the zombie, its neck cracks all the way back, and you can see it begin to split, and its head finally falls off onto the ground.
See, I told you.
Sometimes, Vomm, brute force doesn't work. You gotta use magic.
No, I hit it in the head and then its head fell off. The explosion was clearly unrelated. In fact, I hit it in its head and then it exploded.
I don't think that is what you think. No.
Lilith, anything else on your turn?
Did you hear the deafening
Pretty sure
sound
that's what
that just exploded? That deafening sound was not a thud to the ground of just his head.
As you are all having this
It was a
conversation
delay of me
happen,
hitting it.
the air rushes by you, and you find yourselves in a sanctuary.
Excellent.
Hey,
Excellent.
Congratulations.
That was easier said than done.
You have just completed challenge rating 1/4.
Yay!
We've been here a
Halfway
while.
to 1.
Yep.
Almost there. Pushing it through.
Looking around, you notice something new in the sanctuary. At the far north, you see a trap door that had not previously been there.
Ooh.
At this time, I would like to announce that the new way that audience members are able to spend their inspiration, and let me go ahead and go to make sure that this goes live. Do-do-do.
Everybody check for traps. before you
Yeah,
go.
everyone check for traps.
traps.
There we go. A community challenge is now starting. So what this means is that our community can, as a group, spend inspiration points to unlock this trap door. The goal that they need to achieve is 150,000 points of inspiration. It is
Whoa.
it is rumored that beneath the ever-changing rooms of the Gauntlet, there is a labyrinth. Tunnels stretching on for miles.
What?
And within
Bonus level.
within this labyrinth, treasures await. However, the door must first be unlocked. So,
Oh my god, that's amazing.
every month we will have a new door able to be unlocked in this labyrinth. The audience has 1 month to spend inspiration points towards unlocking this goal. So,
Wow.
GM, 2
congratulations.
additional monsters exist in this labyrinth, as one might suspect.
You have no idea.
Yeah, because the monster manual isn't full enough.
He's pulling from other books this time.
GM, I would like to open the chest as I have a gift awaiting.
You do. So while we're doing that, let's go ahead and have you guys take your short rest. I need to grab myself the Dungeon Master's Guide so that I can let you know what gift you got. So take your short rests, let the audience know what is happening, and I'll be right back.
While
I'm
we
just gonna
rest,
roll the one
I'm
hit
gonna
die.
pull out my flute and play the Song of Rest, and you each get an additional 1d6.
Excellent.
Such a good ability.
I think I'm
I
going to take
love it.
2 hit die here, because I took a beating in that last room.
So then you get 3 hit
That you
die,
did.
or whatever. You get the additional 1d6.
Yeah, I get 2d8 and 1d6.
I'm back to full health, having
Oh,
rolled
yes.
10 for my, including the Song of Rest. So,
And then
I'm good to
1d8.
go.
All right,
Oh,
I recovered 15 hit points, but I was only down 9, so I.
I
too
rolled a
am
1.
I get-
So I am going to use 2 of my hit die then, because I
I
am
get
not
12
good.
hit points back, which is actually pretty darn good. Back to where I started the day.
There we go.
Very
5.
nice.
I am also back to where I started the day now that I used 2 hit die because of my 1.
Better than unconscious,
Precisely.
that's for sure.
Yes, exactly.
Also, a big old thank you to Kidsen97 for the donating of 1,800 bits heading towards Lontil's +1 wand. Thank you so much, Kidsen.
Marvelous.
Getting
Thank you,
close.
Kitson.
Thank you, Kitson.
Very cool, kitten.
Gonna get that wand for you.
Crom is now going to turn to Vomm Stigabashi and say, "Thank you for warming up my flail for me, but I would very much like
What
it."
kind of a priest of Grumsh would I be if I were to simply give you back your property when you asked for it?
How about this? I will arm wrestle you for it.
On one condition. If
Sure.
I win, not only do I keep the flail for the time being, but you must renounce Kelemvor and pledge yourself to the true god of your heritage, the G-Man.
That is quite the tall ask.
Well, I'm the one with the flail.
Crom looks confused for a sec and looks down and sees his measly regular flail And he's like, "You're right.
Ah,
Challenge accepted."
I was hoping you'd say that.
Oh, I'm gonna start playing very lively music on my flute just to get us in the mood of this challenge that's happening before us.
Remember back when we started the Gauntlet and the whole thing was you guys were going to work together? All right, go ahead and arm wrestle for it.
All right.
I'm going to assume this is straight strength check.
This will be an athletics check.
Straight.
Athletics.
Yes. Athletic. Yes, Crumb is very good at athletics. You're not gonna believe this, Vomm. 19 plus 6.
Oh. 18 plus 3 is 21.
You like almost got Crumb's arm down, and then just that second surge of energy comes. He slammed it.
Ah, well fought. But strength and pride in your abilities is what Grumsh values. The flail is yours. But consider your faith.
Thank you, my friend. And yes, I shall consider greatly.
Excellent.
But I'm pretty sure Kelemvor just helped me win that battle, so
Well,
it's gonna be a hard
that's
sell.
your opinion.
So while all this
Lontil
is
just-
happening, Lontil, checking in on the chest, you open it up and you see a small stone kind of glistening in the bottom. You pull it out and you find a very smooth, well-polished opal. And as you look at it, it slowly begins to fade away. And that is the equivalent of 200 bits towards the group's coffer, towards
Marvelous.
towards your +1 wand.
Excellent.
Fabulous.
Thank you, Wheel of Chaos.
It giveth and it explodeth.
Oh, I know. I'm very aware. Then I had a rock dropped in my head.
Yeah, you didn't have a fun
Yeah,
time.
you're not doing very good over there,
I'm afraid to
Lontil.
shit.
So,
Just so everybody knows, when I'm raging, this new flail gives me 1d8 plus 7 plus 1d6
Oh.
plus 1. That's how I get the big numbers.
Wow.
I'm kind of glad you won now.
oh dang.
Sick. Crum, it's hard.
Well, I'm feeling nice and limber. Shall we continue to press on, friends?
Yeah, let's
Indeed.
do it. I'm excited for harder challenges. The last one was just, that was too easy.
All right.
Speak for yourself.
So,
Yes, Brom is well rested and well armed, ready to continue.
pressing forward. Oh, actually, I would like to take this last bit of moment here at the sanctuary to give a little thing to our audience, which I had totally forgotten to do before. To our audience members, this is the big change that we have now added is this labyrinth happening underneath the arena. In addition to that, to the players, we have hit the 150 followers mark, which, if you remember, way back when. At the days of 75 followers, I told you we hit 150, and you will get an additional sanctuary. You now get 3 sanctuaries per challenge rating.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And finally, to our
You will
audience...
never kill us again, Gauntlet Master.
I sure will try. And the big thing that I'm going to let the audience know is also, as promised, since you guys broke me the last 2 sessions with a hype train, I've made the hype train harder.
That is a challenge.
Yes, the only control that I have over this is setting it to easy, medium, or easy, normal, hard, really hard, and insane. And it had been on easy all this time. I'm putting it to normal, so I'm going to put it to you. See if you guys can break me again. That being said,
Our
thank you
audience
so
is
much.
anything but normal.
Oh, I know, right?
Our audience is amazing.
exceptional.
Thank you so much to Zagmeister for the additional 1,000 bits.
Hey.
Oh,
So,
Yes.
getting that wand soon there, Lontil.
I'm so excited.
with all of this, you step forward once again into the gauntlet. You find yourselves again in the more swampy arena that you have become somewhat accustomed to, and off to the far ahead of you, there to the southwest, you see a rather large black bear, though it is still a medium speech. Sorry, I was just reading. I should let you all know that you have all had a rousing speech, so you all have a point of inspiration that you can spend. It is a large black bear, though it is still considered a medium creature. So, with that is going to bring us to the top of the round. Crom, the Crusher. What would you like to do?
All right, yes, Crom is feeling good, ready to rock and roll. However, I don't think I can reach this bear. No, not quite. So this flail is not going to see the use quite yet.
All right, Crom, I'm going to have to pause you here.
And pulls his...
what happened?
Oh boy.
Oh, you know what happened. Before anything else can happen, Leoric has redeemed an agent of chaos on Crom, so we're gonna go ahead and spin that wheel.
Haste.
Chaos.
Blink,
Yes,
blink,
hey, no, blink.
In and out.
In and out.
Lethargic. This is a negative effect.
Oh.
You have had slow cast on you, Crom.
That's the opposite.
The Chaos Wheel hates Crom tonight, but Crom still loves chaos.
So,
What does this do to me, Gauntlet Master?
I'm just pulling it up here. Also, while I'm pulling this up, Emmy the Odd, I see that you have contributed some inspiration to the opening labyrinth. Thank you for that. I do need to let everyone know, and actually, Ben, I might need to have you do this as well. This is something, players are not allowed to contribute to this. This is only something that our audience will be able to do. I'm still on the fence about Ben, so if Ben, take this time now to go ahead and contribute if you want. So, Crom, let's see. Your speed is now halved. You have a -2 penalty to your AC and dexterity saving throws, and you cannot use reactions. On your turn, you can either do an action or a bonus action, not both. Regardless of any abilities or magical items, you can make no more than one melee or ranged attack this turn.
Oh god, this knight hates Crom and everything he's about.
That is lasting for 1 minute. Have fun. So,
of course it is.
as you begin to rush forward,
that means
Crom,
no rage for the next minute.
moving forward, you feel your body slow. What would you like to do?
Well, clearly not rush forward. Maybe like a shamble, like 15 feet forward, as much as I lethargically can.
Alrighty.
But that does still put me within ranged, short range distance on my javelin. So with the shield and a javelin drawn, I will. Oh, and before I make this attack, let me roll a survival for the last room. That is 16 to recover my last javelin.
You hit a sanctuary, so all ammunition is recovered. Also, Cromp, before you make any attacks, moving forward, a massive crocodile leaps out of the swamp and takes a bite at you. And that is going to be
Great. This is going so well for Crom tonight.
That is going to be a 15 to hit. But I believe even with your -2...
No.
Yeah, so it doesn't hit. So you go to throw your javelin, and this crocodile comes out and takes a massive bite out at you. You jump to the side very slowly, avoiding it. So now I'll say you can have your action. Do you still want to throw it at the bear, or do you want to do anything about this crocodile?
I'm still gonna throw it at the bear.
Okay.
Here it goes. Yeah, here it goes. The javelin. And that's a 4 on the die. -3 plus 7 is not gonna. Plus 6 still. That will be 8 to hit.
8. We'll go ahead and plus the 3 because we've been to a sanctuary.
But I'm no longer dulled.
You
so
are no longer
11
dulled.
hits.
So an 11 to hit. 11 is exactly what you need to hit the bear. So go ahead and roll damage for me. I know we've had a lot of
That is
ups and
7
downs.
points of damage.
7 points of damage onto the black bear. Very nice. You throw your javelin forward, and it catches into the front flank of the bear. It looks forward at you and opens its mouth with a... It does not seem to like that. Anything else you... Well, I don't... Can you do anything else on this turn, Crom?
Literally cannot, because my bonus action was taken away from me.
All right. That is then going to bring us to... the large ape that is swinging down from this tree. And it is going to...
All the creatures got larger.
Yeah.
This tree.
It is going to swing down from the tree, and it is going to attempt to attack you with its fists. Its first attack is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, so that is going to be 4 points of bludgeoning damage as it conks you on the side with its first fist. Its second attack, being a 7 to hit, is not going to do it, even with your slowed abilities. That is going to do it for the ape. That then brings us to Lilith. You are up.
Sorry, can you repeat? It was 5 points of damage?
It was... Yes. Yes, 5 points of
thank you.
bludgeoning.
Alright, seeing all this happen, I am going to first attempt to slow this bear by freezing it.
Alrighty. A 24 does hit the bear. Go ahead and roll damage with your Ray of Frost. As you collect the moisture from this swamp, the frost is a little off-colored, but it flies towards the bear, hitting it, dealing
5 points of green frost damage.
very nice. And you can see that the frost hits this bear, slowing its movement, but still standing strong. Lilith, anything else from you?
It was probably going to be a dumb idea, but I'm going to come here so I can give Crom some advantage on the next go-around.
Very nicely done. Alrighty. That is then going to bring us to... Vomm, how long does Sanctuary last?
It is up to a minute, so Sanctuary is no longer in effect.
Okay. Let's see here. So, Vomm, you actually see flying towards you a small... It almost looks like a ragged turkey. And it flies directly towards you, and you can see as it comes much closer, this creature has kind of grayish hue. Its talons are... It looks like a mal-fed bird, and you actually recognize this as a cockatrice.
Ah, the murder chicken.
The murder chicken, and it is going to attempt to murder you with a bite. And that is going to be an 11 to hit, which I'm pretty sure doesn't do anything to you. Alrighty, so that's going to be it for the cockatrice. That is then going to bring us to the crocodile, who that first bit was a held action of his, which it is going to attempt to bite at you, Crom. That is going to be an 11 to hit, which I don't think is going to do it.
That will not do it,
All
even
right.
though I slow.
So the crocodile takes its chomp at you and is unable to do anything. And lastly, the black bear is going to have its movement. So that is going to, now with it being slowed, 5, 10, 15, 20, it can only get here. So it's going to hold its movement and do nothing else. That is then going to bring us to Vomm, you are up. Crom, you are on deck.
Right, firstly, before I go about assisting my companions, I'm going to try and smash this angry bird.
I am so sorry. I actually skipped over Lontil.
Well, I'm still going to do that, just not yet.
Alright, so Lontil, you are up. What would you like to do?
All right, seeing this flurry of movement, all these beasts emerging from trees in the swamp, particularly taking note of this ugly disgrace to the lizard folk. It reminds me of my cousin Bob. I'm going to move my full
Bloody
movement here. 10, 15, 25, 30. I'm going to swirl my hands. You see the bright black and green spider of my shield glow. A beam of energy shoots towards this crocodile as I cast Ray of Enfeeblement on it. I'm going to use my point of inspiration to make this ranged spell attack at advantage.
All right, go ahead and do so.
That is going to be a 22 to hit.
22 definitely hits the crocodile.
So as the black energy wraps and seeps into its mind, any strength-based attack is halved for the next minute.
Very nice. Very nicely done, Lontil. All right. So.
That will use up my last second level spell slot, and I will finish my turn.
Okay, that is then going to bring us to Vomm. You are up.
KFC, kill frightening chicken. Okay, that will be. Oh God, maths. 14.
14 to hit the frightening chicken is indeed going to do it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Excellent. Oh dear. Only 4 bludgeoning.
Only 4 points of bludgeoning damage against the cockatrice. Alrighty. Vomm, anything else from you?
No.
Alrighty. That is then going to bring us back to the top of the round. Crom, you are up.
Alright, Kron is going to look at the enemy surrounding him, and he's going to look at himself in this lethargic state. And Kron the Crusher is going to spend his entire turn beginning to rage.
Very nice. Alright.
As the rage takes him, he looks around at the ape and screams in its face, "Come at me!"
Alright, well that is then going to bring us to the ape, who is going to do exactly as you ask. And with his first attack, that is going to be a 17 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
Okay, so that will then be 7 points of bludgeoning damage, halved down to the... Oh, shoot, I always forget which way I do it. Halved down to...
Round.
I believe we round down, so I have that round that down to 3. Right? Yes. And the second attack coming at you is going to be a 7 to hit, which is just not going to do it. So...
That will not.
That is then going to bring us to Lilith. You are up. A bunch.
Sorry, GM. At the end of the crocodile's turn, it can make a con save to end the spell effect.
Yes, crocodile has not had its turn just yet.
Okay, that was a different creature.
Yes, that was the ape.
Oh.
So Lilith, you are up. A bunch of monsters are on deck, and then Lontil, you're in the hole.
All the monsters. All right. You know, I was gonna attack this guy, but I think I'm gonna do something a little bit different this time.
Okay.
I am going to cast Bane.
Going to cast Bane.
On Boom, Boom, and Boom.
All right. Let me see here. So charisma saving throws from them.
Yes.
Very nice. All right, so the crocodile up first, yeah?
Yes.
That is going to be a it's got a -3 to its charisma. That is going to be a 12 for its save.
Nope.
So that's not going to do it. The ape, on the other hand, it has a -2, so that's going to be a 3 on its save. And the bear with a -2 is also going to be at a 12 for its save. All 3 of these creatures have been baned. Very nice. Very nice, Lilith.
Well done, Lilith.
Clutch moves, Lilith.
All right. And that is my turn.
That is your turn. All right, so first thing first is going to be the cockatrice. That is going to realize it's having a hard time getting through to Vomm here, and it's going to fly over and attempt an attack on Lontil. As it does so, Vomm, you are welcome to have an attack of opportunity.
I will do so.
Give me a drumstick.
19.
19 does hit the cockatrice. Go ahead and roll damage.
11 bludgeoning.
11 points of bludgeoning. Very nice. Ooh. It took a rough smack, and it sent its flight pattern off a little bit, but it's still flying and was able to get to Lontil. Lontil, that is going to be a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alrighty. So you are going to take 5 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Is this before or after my concentration check?
For the spell, so let's go ahead and do the concentration check. Let's make the Constitution saving throw for this effect.
Okay. Con save. That is a natural 1.
Natural 1.
Bringing it to a 4.
Okay.
Get rid of that dice forever.
Lontil, you begin to feel your limbs lock up. You are now restrained. At the end of your next turn, I need you to do that again.
All right.
Now let's go ahead and make that Constitution check for the spell.
That's an 11 to maintain concentration.
You are good to go, maintaining that concentration. And before anything else happens, Emmy the Odd has redeemed Agent of Chaos for the Blue Heathen. I'm guessing that you mean Vomm on that one, Lilith, or...
Yes, who else? Who else?
One man's heathen is another man's devout.
Emmy the Odd, is that indeed for Vomm?
I
I'm
hear
not...
Groomsh's into heathens.
Okay, so that is for Vomm. So we're going to go ahead and spin that wheel. Round and round it goes. Let's see where it lands. Lights out. This is a negative effect.
Darkness. Okay.
Yep.
Blind.
Darkness is cast
The Chaos
upon
Wheel was so good for so
Vomm.
long.
Oh
It
my
really
God.
was doing an amazing job for a very long time. So let me make sure
I
I've
think
got...
maybe the Gauntlet Master nerfed the Chaos Wheel.
He decided,
I just
he
changed
decided we
it.
need negative things
He
more
wouldn't do
often.
that.
I changed everything to be
It's
negative.
all negatives now.
All right, let's see here while I go ahead and 15 feet of darkness around you there, yes. So that is going to be that for the Chaos Wheel, which is then, I believe, going to bring us to the Black Bear, which is going to move up to you here, Crom, and it is going to make an attack at you on advantage. That first one is a 10. That second one also a 10. So that is going to bring that to a
Plus the 1d4.
14.
subtraction.
Oh, I'm getting there, Lilith. That is a 14 minus the 4. So that's only going to be a 10 to hit. So I'm not thinking that's going to do it.
That won't do it.
All right. So that'll be it for the Black Bear, bringing us now to the Crocodile, who is going to also attack you. Normally would have been at advantage, but now it is going to be at disadvantage. Or wait, no, that's just going to be a straight roll. Correct, Lontil? It is at disadvantage because of your Ray of Enfeeblement?
No, it makes the attack normal. Any damage dealt is halved.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. It rolled an 18 on both of those.
And then halved again by my rage.
Yes, so that is going to be a 22 to hit you, Crom.
Yes,
That's
indeed,
with
that will hit.
the d4?
With the D4, that is a 20.
Yes, still.
All right, so that is going to be a... Don't worry, that's not much. That is going to be 3 points of damage, halved down to... You take 1 point of damage. And I need you to make a... oh, you are now grappled in the crocodile's mouth. Let's see. Yeah. And so at the end of its turn, it is going to make that check. And Lontil, what is the check that it has to make?
A con save.
A con save. That is going to be an 18 on the con save, which I believe is going to defeat the Ray of Enfeeblement. All right. That'll be it for that, which is then going to bring us to Lontil. You are up.
Oh, seeing this annoying flapping bird in my face, I would like to once again weave my hand through the air, attempt to get me a nice juicy wing with my thorn whip.
All right.
At disadvantage?
Yes, your attacks are at disadvantage.
Oh, that's cooked. That's going to be a 16 to hit.
16 does indeed hit the cockatrice. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
That is going to be 2 points of piercing damage.
2 points of piercing damage to the murder chicken. Very nice. It is still clucking along.
That is I can take bonus actions, yes?
Yes, you
Even
can
though
still
I'm
take a
restrained?
bonus action. As restrained, you have no movement speed. Your attack rolls against you are at advantage, your attacks are at disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saves.
All right. I still see the nice wing poking out at me. I'm going to use bonus action to use my Hungry Jaws feature and make a bite attack at it.
Very nice. All right, go ahead and make that attack for me.
That is going to be a 5.
5. Unfortunately, a 5 is not going to hit the cockatrice.
Alrighty. That'll finish my turn.
All right, that is then going to bring us to Vomm.
Right, so suddenly being surrounded by darkness and there being no longer any foe in front of me, I'm just going to kind of go, alright then. And instead I cast Bless at 2nd level on myself and all 3 of the others.
All right, now really quick, is Bless, can you cast that on creatures you can see?
Beautiful.
Nope. Creatures of your choice within range.
Very nice. All right, so everyone now has Bless. I believe that is adding a d4 to the attacks.
Attacks and saving throws.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Speaking of saving throws, GM, at the end of my turn, I get to save.
Yes, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
That's going to be great. That's 22.
Whew, very good. All right, the restraining ends. You are now back to normal. You have evaded
Thank
a very bad fate here on the Gauntlet. And
Yes,
also,
that would have been ugly.
big ol' thank you to Liquid Water 12 for redeeming an adrenaline surge for their main man, Vomm. Which is then going to bring us to the top of the round. Crom, you are up. You have been raging. What would you like to do?
Oh boy, Crumb is ready for this. Crumb's going to look at this crocodile on him and he's going to whip out his +1 flail, ready to break it in for the first time. At advantage as well, because I'm flanking.
Yes.
Oh, alright. And then I get to add a D4.
You do because of the bless.
Yes. And that is 24 to hit.
Oh, a 24 is gonna hit the crocodile. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Big damage, big damage. Yes. Okay. 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wow, 20.
6 of that. No.
Wow.
Sorry. 15 points of bludgeoning. 6
so
points of
that's
radiant. So, yeah, 21 total.
21 points of damage, 6 of that being radiant. As you swing your new flail around, you feel as though, yeah, I like the heft of this. And you swing the radiant flail and it crashes in to the crocodile. You catch it right in the center of its skull. Both of its eyes pop out and go flying in either direction. It's motionless. It is gone.
Yes, Crom is going to get used to this flail. Thank you to his fans.
Anything else from you, Crom?
Crom would like to look satisfied.
All right, that is then going to bring us to the ape, who is going to attempt to, seeing that happen, seeing Crom swing that around. It's like, I can swing some fists too. That first attack being a natural 1, so that's not going to do anything. And that second one being a total of a 19 to hit, with the -4, is going to bring that to a 15 to hit. Haha. So that is then, well, that's going to be it for the ape, who it's actually going to move its way around here. And that is going to be it for the ape's turn. That is then going to bring us to Lilith. You are up.
All right. I am going to. Yeah, I can move there. I am good to go. Bloop. Right there. And I am flanking on this bear. I'm going to try to stab him with my rapier.
All right, go ahead and stab at this black bear with your rapier.
Alright, so 19 plus the bless. I don't know my 4s. So 22.
A 22 does indeed hit the bear. Go ahead and roll in damage for me. Man, my words are doing great tonight, aren't they? Hello, everyone. How are you?
Words are hard. Alright, 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage to this massive creature, who is still a medium-sized creature. That is going to do it, and the bear falls down to the ground.
Bye-bye, bear.
All right, Lilith, anything else from you?
Very good bear impression.
Thank you.
How much movement did that take?
Let's see here. It took you 25 feet of movement to get to where you currently are.
So I'm gonna go. Bloop. I'm gonna give Lontil flanking.
Very nice. All right, that is then going to bring us to the cockatrice is up first, and it is going to continue to attack Lontil. It does not like the fact that you... Ooh, that was almost a natural 20. And that is... Man, that is going to be a 8 to hit, which is going to do little to nothing. And it's going to stay where it is. Then that is going to bring us to... That is dead, and that is dead. All right, so that's going to bring us to Lontil. You are up. Vomm, you are on deck.
Seeing Vomm emerge. I'm sorry, Vomm, are you still in the darkness?
I am.
I see. I will shout out, Vomm, come get your chicken dinner. And then I will move 5 feet to my left, turn my attention to the big ape that made its way behind me, and I would like to take a spear attack at this big gorilla.
All right, go ahead and roll that attack on advantage because you have that lovely flanking.
Plus a d4 from the bless. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
22 hits the ape. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
8 points of piercing damage.
8 points of piercing damage to the ape. Very nicely done. Though the muscular body of this creature looks like it can still take quite a bit more. Lontil, anything else from you?
That'll be it.
All right, that is then going to bring us to Vomm. You are up. Crom, you are on deck.
Given that I am in this interesting sphere, would I know exactly where the cockatrice is, or would you like me to roll some kind of perception-y thing?
I will say, actually, with Lontil calling out to you, go ahead and give me a quick perception check to see how well you were able to discern that.
Because I do have a -1 to intelligence, so I'm just thinking... Oh dear. 11.
11. Well, you know, it came from somewhere. If you would like to attempt to go in a particular direction, I would say give me a survival check, and that'll determine kind of where you come out.
Rightio. That will be 6.
6. All right, well, with that, you realize, well, I'm not 100% sure what my location is. You can attempt to move, or you could try.
I would like to go my full movement in whatever direction that happens to be.
All right, where would you like to try and get to?
Towards the cockatrice.
Alrighty. So going your full movement, we'll say, and I'll go ahead and remove the darkness from you, because the way that I'm doing this, it's a bar on you, so if I move you, you move as well. You get to about here before you realize, oh, okay, that's where I am.
Ah. Well, things are a lot clearer now.
And you've still got 5 feet of movement, so you can get to the cockatrice, but you will not have that flanking.
That's good enough. In I go. Right. Oh, excellent. That will be a 22 to hit.
22 does hit the cockatrice. Go ahead and roll damage.
That would be 7 bludgeoning.
7 points of bludgeoning damage to the murder chicken. Very nice. And... Whew, it's on the last legs of its clucking, but it is still going strong. Anything else from you, Vomm?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. That is then going to bring us to Crom. You are up.
Well, I think we all know what Crom is going to do. Crom is going to crush.
Crom is going to crush.
That is, very good. 23 to hit. Sorry, there's a lot of math now.
It's all good. 23 will hit the ape. Go ahead and roll damage on it.
Okay. No, not great. That is 13 points of damage, and 4 of that is radiant.
13 points of damage, 4 of which being radiant is more than enough. You have got the rhythm of this flail. As soon as you crack one thing down, you move over, crack it. Well, and you're able to crack once more, and the ape is no more. Nicely done, Crom. Anything else from you?
Yes, Crom is really liking this new weapon. Seeing all those around him are slain, he will then move very lethargically to give Vomm flanking.
All right, that is then going to bring us to... Well, that's dead. Lilith, you are up.
Alright. Hold on. Yeah, I can do that. Alright, I am going to very weirdly move around since Crom is now in the spot I want it to be. And I'm gonna go here.
Alrighty.
To 4-pointed star flanking position.
Very nice.
And I am going to try to spear this thing with my rapier.
All right, go ahead, and as you lunge forward with your rapier.
So, that's 17. Oh, wait. So D4. What's that number? So 19.
19 to hit the cockatrice will do it. Go ahead and roll damage.
And that's 8 points of damage.
8 points of piercing damage.
Come on.
Takes the murder chicken
good.
to the ground.
Yes!
In these
Who
last
wants
few
chicken
moments,
for dinner?
Lilith, anything else on your turn?
I just shout, who wants chicken for dinner?
All right. And as the cockatrice goes down, the air rushing past you, and you find yourselves in the cave system that you are now quite familiar with. The dripping of water to your the far northeast is music to your ears, though maybe not quite good music. Can I get a quick perception check from everyone?
I like these.
This is not with the bless, correct?
How long does... Yeah.
Soft 20, GM.
Soft 20, very nice. Crom?
16.
Lilith?
12 for me.
And Vomm.
Natural 1 for a 4.
All right. So, Lontil and Crom, you both see, hanging out in the back corners here, and... Oh, no, those pings are not happening. Here and here, a large spherical entity with tendrils growing out of its head that seems to whip around in multiple directions, and as best as you can tell, you can recognize this in the shadows as 2 beholders.
Okay.
Pardon?
Beholders are half challenging.
As best as you can tell, that's what they are.
Also, Gauntlet Master, it appears that Crom has turned into Fess.
Oh, it does appear that Crom has turned into Fess. What the heck happened there? Let me...
The effect of the Chaos Wheel. We haven't seen
Kelemvor is
the
being
body.
channeled in many ways.
That's...
Oh, goodness. I wonder if I'm going to have to do that for all of the next upcoming rooms. There you go, buddy. All right, so that is going to take us to top of the round with Crom. You're actually up first.
No. Goodbye,
Uh-oh.
Crom.
I guess
no.
we lost Crom. There he is.
Back.
Crom has returned.
All right, Crom, welcome back.
Sorry about that.
No worries. Let me go ahead and get your video back in here. Excellent. There we are. So you are up first, Crom, and we are losing everyone. What the heck?
All right, Crom.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry to do this. We're going to have to pause for one quick second to
Sure, it's all my
refresh, to get everyone back in the stream so that I can see and hear everybody.
This is what happens when you bring beholders into a game.
Yeah, exactly. Everything
Yeah,
just
it
falls
completely
apart.
ruins the image.
Alrighty. So, Crumb, seeing these two beholders ahead of you, what would you like to do? You're up first.
Yes, and Crom, with this lethargy, does this affect any of the, like, dropping weapon, switching weapon mechanics?
I will let you... I'll still let you do one switch of a weapon as a free action.
Great. All right. So then I will drop my flail on the ground. Nope, I will not. I will move forward to here, and then I will drop my flail on the ground and draw a javelin and attempt to throw it at this beholder.
All right. Go ahead and roll an attack for me, please.
All right. And with the blessed D4, that is 60 plus 7. 23 to hit.
All right. As you loose this this javelin, can I go ahead and get a nature check? Let's actually get a nature check from both Lontil and Crom.
All right. Crom is so good at nature checks.
I'm pretty good at these. An 18, GM.
All right.
Well, I have a -2, but that was a natural 20.
Oh, dang. All right. So as you approach this beholder, you get a better look at it, and you actually recognize it for what it is. This is a gas spore, a large spore creature that's similar to ones that you have encountered in the past that eerily resembles a beholder. So as that is happening,
Crom is very relieved.
chucking your spear at it, that's going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
That's amazing! That is max damage on one die and almost max damage on another die, bringing it to 12, 18 points of 18 points of damage, 7 of which is radiant.
Wow, 18 points of damage, 7 of which is radiant. That is more than enough to finish off the gas spore before it has anything that it can do anything. However, Crom, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
A Constitution save. All
Yes.
right, with bless, correct? Oh, very good. Very, very good. That is 23 on the save.
All right, 23 on the save is definitely enough to do it. As the gas spore is pierced by your weapon, it explodes into a dust cloud of much smaller spores. You are engulfed in them, but nothing seems to happen. And this one is down. Crom, anything else from you on your turn?
That is literally all Crom can do on his turn.
Okay. That is then going to bring us to this creature up here who... Lilith does a 24 hit.
Of course a 24
Does a
hit.
24
I am a bard. Do I look like Fess? No.
24 would hit Fess, too. Just saying.
You're able to, just in time to see as it hits you, a small dart pierce you into your neck, and you look over and you see a small gnome-like creature, but of ashen gray skin. And yeah, so you've been hit by this dart, and you take 4 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
All right.
With Bless.
I don't know if Bless is gonna even help me on this.
It's still challenge rating 1/4. You never know.
Just
Okay. It's a 10.
A 10? Yeah, no, that's not going to do it. You are now poisoned for 1 minute. You can repeat this saving throw at the end of each of your turns. Basically, all of your attacks are at disadvantage.
Okay, that's fine.
And
I'm fine with this.
also any ability checks are at disadvantage.
It's okay. No worries.
Then also coming from a small cloud of a small layer of dust in this dungeon, you see another creature that you are somewhat familiar to its type. The dust forms up into the air, and little wings and the long curved beak of a dust mephit has now appeared, and it is going to, let's see here. 10, 15. Come right here, and it is going to attempt... It is going to release its blinding breath. I need Lilith and Lontil both to make dexterity saving throws for me, please.
Dex save.
And I'm at disadvantage right now
That is on...
because of poison.
I believe that's ability checks. And I believe,
Okay, so not
yeah,
saving.
so not the save.
You still have bless.
Oh, fantastic. Wow, this die needs to go
Okay,
away.
fantastic.
Okay.
That would be an 8 GM.
An 8 for you, and Lilith?
11.
An 11. Let's see. So, Lilith, you succeed. However, Lontil, this dust gets blown into your face and into your eyes. You are now blinded for 1 minute, and you can repeat this saving throw at the end of each of your turn.
Okay.
That is then going to bring us to Lilith. You are up.
Alright. I don't like being poisoned. So, instead of actually attacking this thing in front of me, I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on myself.
All right. How many things does that fix?
It fixed blinded, deafened, paralyzed, poison. Or
Fantastic. All right, you are all set then.
Poison. Cool.
Easy fix to the problem.
Like, I didn't like that. You suck.
All right, Lilith, anything else on your turn?
No, I'm just gonna brandish my rapier at it and try to stare it down.
Okay. Let's see here. That is then going to bring us to the unfortunate other creatures. Creature. Vomm, does a 20 hit?
It does.
Okay. So, you have not even a second to react when suddenly you are entirely engulfed in darkness. The rest of you see what the rest of you see what appears to be a blackened cloak that has wrapped itself around Vomm. Vomm, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and this is now attached to you. You are blinded, you are unable to breathe, and let's see. Yep, and that'll be that. So, Vomm, what is your Constitution modifier?
My Constitution modifier is +2.
All right, let's see here. Because you are up next, I'm going to make sure you can hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your Constitution modifier.
Oh, no.
So you can hold your breath for now 3 minutes.
Oh!
Oh, that's
You're
fine.
fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
A lot
good.
can happen in 3 minutes.
3 minutes on the
Yeah.
clock starting now. So, Vomm, you are now up.
I believe it's
Oh yeah, sorry, Lontil, you are now up. I keep doing that. I keep skipping you.
It's all right. Seeing this, turning over, hearing my friend Lilith cry out, a blinding flash in my face as my vision turns sparkly white and black simultaneously. I'd like to move myself 5, 10, 15 feet here. I'm guessing this is a pillar, GM. This is a pile of rocks.
Yes, it's a pillar leading all the way up. It's where a stalactite and a stalagmite have connected.
I'd like to press my back up against that to give myself some sort of bearing, and I would like to hurl my spear. Gonna say at the dust method here.
Okay, go ahead and roll that attack for me.
Disadvantage because it's
Because you are blinded, yes.
but I do have bliss, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll that.
Hey.
What is that? Is that a? It's a natural 1.
I'm sorry, Lontil.
All right. So it would have been a 6. I would like to then GM. If I beast shape, am I still blind?
You would still be blinded.
Okay.
However, you do get to make that save again at the end of your turn.
Yes, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish my turn and make my dexterity save. Was it?
Yes, that was a dexterity check.
Dexterity.
Or yes,
Check a save.
dexterity save.
Dexterity save with the bliss. Gotcha.
Yes.
Much better. That is a 16 total.
Oh yeah, so you are able to then get the dust out from your eyes. You are now able to see again.
Wonderful. That'll finish my turn.
Alrighty. That is then going to bring us to Vomm. You are up.
Right, so, this is all internal thoughts in Vomm's head, because actually what will just be coming out is... I'm going to, well, most direct solution, I'm going to try and hit it with my hammer.
All right.
Whatever this thing is.
Smashing it with the hammer. Go ahead and roll the attack on disadvantage.
Well, if I'm blinded, yeah.
Now, actually, one thing I should let you know, because, again, the Gauntlet is an educational show. We are doing this to show people what monsters are able to do, which I have a few monsters that I should probably just tell you what they could do because you blew them up. However...
You blew them up!
You blew them up.
By you, I mean the audience. The audience blew them up. So you may remove this with a successful strength check as an action.
See, James knows this.
Okay.
Vomm has -1 to intelligence. Natural 1.
All right. Grabbing your hammer, you line yourself up and like, all right, this is it. This is where it goes. Whoosh. And wildly miss even your own head.
That's very generous. I was rolling damage.
Oh, that was... Wait, that was the damage?
Okay, I'll take it.
I'm dead. I'm dying.
All right, Vomm, anything else from you? All right, that's then going to bring us to the gas spore, which is going to very softly just float forward.
Oh my god.
And it is going to, just with one of its tendrils, touch Lontil. Let's see here. That is a 13 to hit.
Nope.
So you see this tendril coming out. Like, no. Stop. You are perfectly fine. It's not a very fast-moving thing.
Okay.
All right, so that is...
sneer at it.
That is then going to bring us to the top of the round. Crom, you are up.
Alright, I think even in Crom's raging state, he would realize there's no way to hit the screaming blankets without hurting his friend Vomm. So, he is instead going to try to thread the needle, hurling a javelin at this guy.
Alrighty, and checking in here. Alright, yep, you are good to go.
Alright, that is, very not great. But still with the rage, that is 9 plus 6, 15 to hit.
15 to hit the dust method. That will do it. Go ahead and roll damage for me, please.
Beautiful. That is 15 points of damage, 5 of which is radiant.
Very nicely done. All right. 15 points of damage coming towards the dust method. It took a lot from that, but it is still fluttering, just slightly. Crom, anything else from you?
Oh, right. Yes, do I still have it within me to reach down and pick the flail up off the ground?
I would say so, yes.
Okay, then that is what I would like to do.
Alrighty. That is then...
Then I will move my full lethargic movement, 5, 10, to here.
Alright. That is then going to bring us to, first off, the Deep Gnome, who is going to continue to shoot its poison darts at Lilith. And that is going to be an 8 to hit. I don't think that's going to really do much.
Nope, misses. I just see it whiz by my head. Go.
Alright. So with that, it is then going to walk back here and essentially vanishes. That is then going to bring us to the Dust Method, who is going to also attack Lilith, and that is going to be a 16 to hit.
No, does not hit.
All right, and it does get its dust breath back. It is going to stay where it is. That is then going to bring us to Lilith. You are up.
All right, seeing this dust method in front of me, now having a spear sticking out of him, I'm going to try to finish him off with my rapier.
Okay.
That is 18.
An 18 will hit the dust method. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh, and I should let you know that we've been doing such a horrible job at keeping track of adrenaline surges. Lontil, you have 2 of them coming towards you, and Lilith, you have 1 at your disposal if you want.
That's fine, it hit. I rolled a natural 1, so that is 4 points of damage.
All right, 4 points of damage is still enough to finish off this final dust method. However, I need each creature within 5 feet, so that'll be Lilith and Crom, to both make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Do we still have bless?
All right, thank you.
I believe you do.
Yep, you should.
Thank you once again for that bless.
17.
A 17, very nice. And Crom?
And 18.
18, you are both fine. As this method explodes in a plume of dust, you are able to cover your eyes quickly, and yeah, no issues whatsoever from this method. So, anything else from you, Lilith?
Yes, I am going to. Well, no. That is my friend. That is a... No, I will stay here. My friend is currently dealing with the blanket. I don't know how to get it off. I'm not a very intelligent being either.
Alrighty. That is then going to bring us to the blanket. It is going to make an attack against that which it is surrounding, and that is going to be a 15, a 20 to hit.
Yep, that'll do.
That'll be 8 points of bludgeoning damage to you, Vomm.
All right.
And that'll be it for that. Lontil, you are now up.
Seeing this spooky, dusty, spore-like creature come up and tap me on the shoulder, I'm going to slowly draw my scimitar. Not really sure what it's trying to do. Do any of my friends look like they are particularly hurt? Anybody could use a boost?
As best as you can tell, they seem fairly good, unless anyone would like to say otherwise.
All right, I'm not going to cast a spell then. I'm just going to slowly draw my rapier, twirl it around and slash as I make my attack.
All right,
I'm
go
going to
ahead.
use my first adrenaline surge to do so with advantage.
So no, rather than advantage, it is now you can choose to re-roll the 20.
All right, thank you.
Trying to get you guys as many re-rolls as possible here.
Yes, I'm going to re-roll that one.
All right.
So first adrenaline surge used. Better. That is going to be a 13 to hit.
A 13 does hit the gas spore. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Let's go ahead and 8 points of slashing damage, max damage.
8 points of slashing damage is
Damage.
the second that your scimitar touches the gas spore, it rips open and it bursts into that mass of spores. I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw. And one quick second. And you know what? I'm actually going to make a call and say that because you are engulfed and cannot breathe, Vomm, you will succeed on this one. So you're good.
See? It's not so bad being
Can I
trapped
use
inside
my
the blanket.
inspiration to re-roll?
You can use your inspiration to roll at advantage. So you
Or
can,
to roll at advantage? Can I use it to roll at advantage?
by all means.
Great. Alright.
You get
As long as
bliss.
it's before I let you know whether or not you succeeded.
Yeah, it is. It's before. And
Alright.
you said Constitution?
Yes, Constitution saving throw from everyone but Vomm.
That is
Oh,
a
man.
12.
All right.
9. I am not rolling well. Okay, that die goes away too.
All right, 12, a 9,
You gotta love that bless, because even with a 10 on the d20, that's an 18 for me.
Ooh, all right. So, Crom, you are fine. Lontil and Lilith, as these spores enter into your respiratory system, you each take 8 points of poison damage.
Eee.
Are either of you immune?
Poison.
Are either of you immune to poison?
No, just fire.
No, GM, I am not.
Okay. You feel something take root inside of you.
Alright.
That's it. Oh no. Oh no, this is gonna be bad.
And that is then going to bring us to Lontil.
That was my attack.
Oh, that was your attack. Anything else on your turn then?
I would like to use my action. I would like to use my movement. 5, 10, 15, 20. I would like to try and hide here. I could try and I use my action already. I'm just going to move around here and see if that ashy little gnome is anywhere over in this region.
All right, you do indeed see him. All right, anything else from you, Lontil?
Nope, that'll finish my turn.
All right, that is going to bring us to Vomm. And before you take your turn, Vomm, I am going to get rid of this radiant light that is trying to smite me.
All right, well, trying to hit it with the hammer didn't work, so I'm going to try and just rip it off my head instead.
Rip it off.
Even though GM is currently away, I'll roll for that.
There we have it. So, what would you like to do, Vomm?
I'm going to make a strength check, try and rip this thing off my head.
All right, go ahead and make that strength check for me.
Oh, that's quite good. I believe that's a 22.
22 is more than enough. You grab this thing, and having missed it the first time, you grab it and rip this shroud off. You recognize this now as a dark mantle. All right, that's your action.
Mantle.
Anything else you would like to do?
No.
All right. That is then going to bring us to the top of the round with Crom. You are up.
This is Crom's favorite part. Crom is going to 5, 10, 15 lethargically circle his way around using his full movement. Yes, he is quite angry but very slow. Here goes with advantage because of the flank attacking this guy. And Vomm, you've been keeping track of the bless.
Oh, Vomm, I think you're...
Vomm, you're
How many
muted.
times?
I have been keeping track. We are quite a bit of time left.
Yes, beautiful. That is 25 hits.
25 does hit the dark mantle. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Oh, so much math coming up.
Good job. Barbarians need to know math.
Oh, Brom luck. That's a 1 on the die for the flail, but I get a +7. So that's 8 bludgeoning damage and 4 radiant damage for a total of 12.
12 damage on a 1. Crom, you can't be doing this to me. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No, I think that's
Very
all I
impressive.
can do.
All right, that is then going to take us to the deep gnome, who sees Lontil, that she is coming around the corner, and he is going to take a shot off at her, and that's a 5 to hit, not going to do anything. It is going to continue its way around and disappear. That is then going to bring us to Lilith, you are up. Lontil, you're on deck. No, wait, Lilith, you're up. Dark Mantle is on deck. Lontil is in the hole.
Alright. As much as I want to help my friends with their blanket problem, I am not doing so good, so I will use my action to take a healing potion.
Alrighty. So that's that 2d4 plus 2.
6. Alright, much better. Much, much better. Okay, and then I don't like being so out in the open where I keep getting hit by darts. So I am going to go here.
Okay. Anything else from you, Lilith?
That is it.
All right, that is going to bring us to the Dark Mantle, who is... Ooh. With where it is, it actually is going... Nope, it can't do that trick anymore. It's just going to try and, with its... the mass of its squid-like hood, try to crush Crom the Crusher. And that is a 20 to hit you, Crom.
Bring it on.
That is going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage, halved down to the 4. And that's going to do it for the Dark Mantle. And that is then going to bring us to Lontil, you are up. Vomm, you are on deck. And Crom, you're in the hole.
As Lilith approaches from my right, I'm going to whisper to her, I think that little one's hiding across the room. I go left, you go right.
Alright. We
And
can try that.
I would like to move 5, 10, 15, 20 feet first here.
All right. And yep, you do indeed see it.
Excellent. And I would like to advance my full movement up to him.
All right.
And I would like to take a nice underhanded swipe with my scimitar.
All right, as you wind your scimitar down and cutting upwards, go ahead and roll that attack for me.
Ooh, that is an 8.
An 8. Unfortunately, an 8 is not going to hit the Deep Gnome.
Alrighty, let's stay put. I'll finish my turn.
All right, staying put and finishing your turn. That is then going to bring us to Vomm. You are up.
Look at this thing, having ripped it off my head, and be like, ah, there you are, and then try and crush it with my hammer.
All right, go ahead and roll that attack on advantage because of that wonderful... Oh, wait, I need to back something up here. Lontil, you have a adrenaline surge.
Adrenaline surge.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So,
And you are still blessed.
yes, that was with the bliss.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, I rolled very, very poor on the
Bad.
die. So let's hope that this one's better. No, it just still doesn't hit. It's a 9 now.
Okay, yeah, no, still does
I'm
not...
sorry, that just broke me, just the tone of that no.
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 So disappointed.
So, as we look at the
The
alternate...
sound of defeat.
The alternate reality that could be, which still fails. Vomm, you were smashing something with your hammer. Go ahead and roll that attack.
That'll be a nat 20.
And hey!
Yes.
All right, go ahead and
Indeed.
roll that damage.
Oh, okay. 8 bludgeoning.
8 points of bludgeoning damage. Ooh, the Dark Mantle, though the whole thing kind of moves as a whole fluid mass of muscle and tissue, you found something solid on the cone that is its head, and it's hurt, but still alive. Anything else from you, Vomm?
Nah.
Okay. That is then going to bring us to the top of the round with Crom. You are up.
Yes, Crom would like to continue his attacks against this blanket. Alright, here goes with advantage. Oh, 17 on both die. Plus a 7 brings it to 24.
24? Yeah, that. Go ahead and roll
I didn't
damage
even
on
roll
that.
bless. Hang on. I just want to see how high this goes. Here's the bless on top. That is, yeah, another 2, so 26 hit.
26 to hit. 26 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh, Lord.
Are you sure?
You know what? Actually,
Right,
just for
it goes.
asking, it misses. Never mind.
Okay, so that is, yes, 13 points of bludgeoning and another 3 points of radiant.
16 points of damage in total is enough to finish off the
Only 15. Only
15 points. Still more than enough to finish off the Dark Mantle that flutters to the ground, and its conical head, and there's just one last little... But yeah, the Dark Mantle is down.
Alright.
Anything else from you, Crom?
I will then Yes, I will then move as far as I can up towards the commotion going on up there. And I will sheath my flail.
Alrighty. That is then going to bring us to the Deep Gnome, who, now that Lontil has made her way up to him, is going to pull out its war pick and attempt to attack you. Not looking great, though. That's going to be a 13 to hit you.
Just dance out the way.
All right, and that's going to do it for the Deep Gnome, which is then going to bring us to Lilith. You are up. Lontil, you are on deck. Vomm, you are in the hole.
All right. Seeing that Lontil said he'd go left, I go right. I'll go right. And I'll make my way there. Do I see him yet?
Yes, you are able to see him. He's got about half cover at that angle.
All right. And then I have 10 more feet of movement.
Mhm.
So I will go there to help my friend and to get in flanking position.
Alrighty.
And pull out my rapier and attack him.
Rapier
Again.
away and attacking ho. Let's see that attack roll. And let me see here. I believe you also have an adrenaline surge.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, much better. Much, much better. 24.
24 does.
Oh, wait, I didn't do my bless. Hold on.
24 hits.
See how high I can get this? 27.
27 also hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. That is 6 points of piercing damage.
6 points
Straight
of
into
piercing
him.
damage into this Deep Gnome. Very nice. That is, it was previously unscathed. It is looking still fairly fine. Anything else from you, Lilith?
That is all for now.
All right, that is going to bring us to Lontil. You are up. Vomm, you're on deck. Crom, you're in the hole.
As I watch this piddly warhammer warpick swipe by me, nice guttural chuckle begins to emerge from Lontil. You've heard this all before. She transforms into her giant hyena shape.
Alrighty, so Lontil beast shaping into the giant hyena. Pardon me while I grab that for you.
I have a fondness for this hyena. I like it.
And I believe
Yes,
this is
beast
a
mode.
large creature, yes?
Yes, it is
Alrighty.
large.
That.
So, I would like, when it's ready, GM, I'd like to make an attack on this little snake.
Alright, the snack is in front of you. Go ahead and make that attack.
Let me grab these stats here. Come on. Much better. 22.
22 does hit. Roll damage. So you see Lontil begin and becomes the massive hyena and immediately chomps down.
That's
how
going to
much
be
damage?
9 points of piercing damage.
9 points of piercing damage. Very nice.
Very nice.
It is on its last legs. You bite into its neck and it looks up at you. Still there. Still there.
That'll finish my turn.
All right, that is then going to bring us to Vomm. You are up.
Right, I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 up to here. And then I'm going to use my aggressive bonus action to move a further few feet here.
Very nice.
Going to see if I can knock his head off with my hammer.
All right, swinging the hammer as he looks up, his neck engulfed in the hyena's mouth. It seems like a perfect opportunity, crunching at it.
Hello, little thing. I've only just met you and I hate you intensely. Okay, that'll be 14.
14, unfortunately, does not hit the Deep Gnome. You swing up, and it at the same moment, Lontil rips at it with her jaws and moves his head out of the swing.
My hatred intensifies.
All right. Anything else from you, Vomm?
No.
All right. That is then going to bring us to Crom. You are up.
Yes. GM, from here, can I hit it?
Yes, it will have half cover, but you are able to reach it.
All right, but I will have advantage, correct? From flanking.
I believe so. Ooh. Yes, I believe so.
All right, here goes nothing. So having just put away my flail, I bring it right back out, ready to attack. Very good. With the bless is 25.
Yeah.
25, yeah, 25 to hits.
25 will do it. Go ahead
great.
and roll damage on that.
Oh, yes! Maximum damage on the flail. That is 15 bludgeoning and an additional 5.
Wow.
Radiant.
20 points of damage coming at the at the deep gnome as Lontil snaps its neck one way and pulls it back just in time for you to swing down and lodge it right on the side. It only having one other way to move with the jaws around it. There is a shattering. Lontil, you feel your mouth begin to grow warm with fresh blood. The deep gnome is gone. All right, that is then.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Anything else from you, Crom?
High five, Crom.
Nope. That is literally all Crumb can do, except high five Lilith.
All right,
Is that a free action high five?
I don't know, you're pretty slow right now.
Slow five.
That's
Very
true.
slow.
As
You're
you
gonna
then,
have to finish the high five on your turn, Lilith.
Slow-mo 5.
you feel the air once again rushing past you. We're gonna go ahead and take a break. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break. Let me adjust this music so our break sounds a little more relaxing. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take a short 5-minute break, allow our players to stretch their legs, and also to let them get some water. While that is all happening, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we are back. Thank you so much for those of you who have been hanging out. Really quick, my God, a lot of bits have just been thrown at us, and we've got a few thank yous to make. And also, I am not sure why a hype train probably should have been triggered by then. So I've got some talking to with Steam to figure out what is going on. But really quick, I would like to thank Babs, Benjamin Collin, Kidsen, Manic Pixie Travel, Zagmeister, and let's see, and it looks like those were the people who had been donating a lot. If I missed anyone, please, I am sorry, but thank you all so much for your donations. My gosh, that was quite a bit, and it means the world to us. We are getting Lontil closer and closer to his +1, or to her +1 wand. We are currently at 42% of the way there.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Nice.
And also a quick reminder that all of the bits, though they do help the players out as well, they also go, the real world tips that you are giving us for this show are going towards the Adventurers Pack to help us grow and expand. A few of you regulars may notice that Lontil sounds a little clearer than normal. That has been with your help, so thank you all so very much. I don't think that we have any other announcements that... one thing that I would like to say is, before we head back into the Gauntlet, a quick reminder of our monthly charity shout-out. This month is the Preemptive Love Coalition. There is a link below our video. Please check them out. They do a lot of great work, and they could really use some love right now. I also noticed that you all have found our new emote, the heart emote for our channel. Again, this was made by the wonderful Benjamin, and this is the special emote for our Painting in Place show. So glad that you all seem to be enjoying it. Lastly, I want to say that we are in the process of actually putting together something to allow both you as an audience and our players to see exactly who has adrenaline surges, who has points of inspiration, so that we all, including myself, can do a better job of keeping track of who has what, so that nobody is cheated out of any gifts that you have given them. I believe that's pretty much all the announcements that I had. Any of the players, do you guys have any, anything that you need before heading back in?
Let's do it.
All right,
Just
guys.
a hearty thank you to all our fans who have donated to contribute to our growth, both as a company and as characters in the Gauntlet.
Yes.
Yes, a very hearty thank you. Seriously, it means the world to us. Thank you all so very much. With that, let us go ahead and dive back in. Let me grab that into the next round of the Gauntlet. So, the air having rushed past you, you now find yourselves at the cliff sides that you first encountered Ingret. And let me get our proper beast shapes going on here. Yeah, you big hyena, you. There you go. Have a hyena. So, with all that, and also a big thank you to Kidsen for gifting out all of the subs, or it looks like some. Oh wait, I believe it was Ben who had gifted out some subs. So thank you so much to everyone for everything that you did while we were away, and let's go ahead and get into it. So first thing you see up ahead of you, the cliffside, now overgrown with a few more trees than you remember, and you don't ever recall seeing this large ruin to the northeast. You don't see anything else about the ruin, but you do see to the northwest a giant goat. It seems to be on the prowl. It is chowing down on some grass. Before anything else can happen, Zagmeister has redeemed Agent of Chaos on Vomm, so we're going to go ahead and spin that wheel as well. It has not been a great night for the Wheel of Chaos.
Chaos.
Let's see if we can change that.
Vomm, you have been dull.
Fingers crossed.
For 1 minute, you get a -3 to your attacks. I'm so sorry, Vomm. The wheel giveth and the wheel taketh away, and my gosh,
This evening.
it has been taking away quite a bit. So, with
It's just karma for when Fess got haste and
Multiple
Blink
times.
at the same time.
Yeah. Bit of retribution.
With that, Crom the Crusher is up first. What would you like to do? Ooh.
Crom the Crusher is up. Didn't Crom
Oh
clear
yes,
the
I'm
last
sorry.
room?
I am so used to us having the having it be just a fresh room. That is going to actually then.
I mean, I will take a second turn if you want to give it to me.
See, you had that chance. You could have beaten the DM there, but no. So
Crom loves honesty above all things.
we sure do appreciate that, Crom. It is going to be the giant wasp who makes its way out of its nest on the cliffside here. Is going to fly down, and it makes it only to about here, still being 30 feet in the air. And that is going to do it for the giant wasp, and that is then going to bring us to... Let's see, who was the last one to kill the creature? I believe it was...
Crom.
It was Crom, so that'll bring us to
Crom.
Lilith. You are up next.
Fantastic. And you say this wasp is 30 feet in the air?
30 feet in the air, yes.
Okay. I don't know if I can freeze him out of the air, but see if I can try. Let's see, if I move there, oops, that would give me, yeah, so I'm 25 feet from it, so that's it within 60-foot range, correct?
Yes, you should be good there.
All right,
Do a
let
really
me try
quick
to...
Pythagoras theorem there to figure that out.
Yeah, I know, I'm like, algebra! Lilith did not do algebra. Carrie did. Lilith did not. Alright, I am going to try to freeze this wasp out of the air.
All right, go ahead and roll that attack roll for me, please.
That is 19 plus my thing. So 20, non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20 is enough to hit the giant wasp with your Ray of Frost. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
6 points of frost damage.
6 points of frost damage, and you can see that the giant wasp's wings do slow, but it does not fall out of the sky. It is slowed, however. Nicely done, Lilith. Anything else from you?
Since I only moved a little bit, I am just going to kind of, I'll stay here. It's
Alrighty.
fine.
That is then
People
going
can move
to
around me.
bring us to Lontil. You are up. What would you like to do, you giant hyena, you?
All right, I don't want to barrel over my friends, so instead I'm going to nimbly skip around using 10 feet of movement to go here. Then, finishing my wonderful 50 feet of movement as a hyena, I would like to go another, that's 20, 30, 40, 50 here. And I would like to hold an attack in case that wasp comes within 5 feet of me.
Alrighty. That is then going to... anything else for you then? Holding your attack for any...
Nope.
For the wasp.
That's, it does have, okay, reach of 5 feet. There we go.
Okay. That then brings us to... Lontil, does an 18 hit?
As a hyena, yes, it hits.
Alrighty. So, you take... Oh, not too bad. You take 2 points of piercing damage as a arrow loosened from a slit in this ruin comes directly into your side. And a second one coming at you for another 6 points of piercing damage.
6 points, all right.
And that's going to do it for whatever shot a couple of arrows at you from within the ruins. Which is then going to bring us to the giant goat, which is going to paw at the ground and wind up, and it's going to charge at the giant hyena, not enjoying the looks of that. As it charges forward, you did say that you were holding your attack for the wasp coming to you.
Yes.
So, unfortunately, this will not trigger the attack because it is now the giant goat coming at you.
Understood.
So it is going to attempt to ram you, and with a 7 on the die, it's not going to do so.
12 my armor class.
Okay, yeah, no, you are perfectly fine. So the giant goat tries to ram into you, misses you entirely, and that's going to be it for that. Which is then going to bring us to Vomm Stigabashi.
Okay, I'm going to start my turn by drinking my healing potion.
Very nice.
Okay. Okay. Get an additional 6 hit points. Not bad. Not bad.
All right, an additional
And-
6 points of health.
Then I'm going to turn, having noticed the arrows whipping out from the ruin, and I'm going to move in that direction.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You can see as you approach it, this front facade seems to have an entire wall to it. So if I were to draw something in here, basically this. Now let's do something you can actually see.
I can see that.
This whole section here is walled off.
Ah. Well, in that case, I'm not going to go in that direction because running at a wall is not an effective strategy. I'm going to instead. I want to go over here.
Alrighty.
And, nothing that I can use as my bonus action, so I'm going to stay there.
All right, and as that is happening, Benjamin Collin has redeemed Mass Healing Word by spending 7,000 points of inspiration,
Is he now?
Yes!
healing you
Well.
all by 8 points of health.
Oh, thank you, our generous mod.
Yes, thank you, Ben.
Almost full. Not quite. Almost there.
Back to full.
Alrighty. That is then going to bring us... Anything else from you, Vomm?
No.
Okay. That is then going to bring us to the top of the round. Crumb, you are up.
All right. Cromwell, still feeling the effects of the lethargy for 3 more turns. Crom will only move forward 15 feet as
Alright.
far as he can.
And Crumb,
He will drop his flail on the ground. Yes.
can I get a quick survival check? I'm pretty sure you threw a couple of javelins in the last room.
For my javelins, yes. I threw 2 javelins in the last room. This is my survival. That is a 19 on the die, but
You've
it's
got
a
them.
-1 for survival.
You still
Oh
got
no, it's a
them.
+1, so that is a soft 20.
All right, you got
Got
them
all
both
my
back.
javelins back. Great. I will drop my flail on the ground. I will kind of peek from around Lontil in hyena form, and I will try to throw a javelin at the giant goat.
All right, go ahead and roll that attack for me.
Surprise!
Is Bless still up,
Oh, I think you were muted there, Vomm.
Great.
Yeah, Bless is still up. We have, by
That's
my
okay,
count, 4 more turns.
Very nice.
That sounds right to me. That is 14 plus 1 is 15 plus 7. No, plus 6. Yes, 21 to hit.
21 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. And I feel Kelemvor imbuing me with radiant energy, as that is 15 points of damage.
Ooh,
4 of
15.
which is, no, 5 of which is radiant.
Very nicely done on the giant goat. All right. Anything else from you on your turn, Crumb?
Yeah, nope, that is all Crumb can do.
Okay, that is then going to bring us to the giant wasp, who is going to continue its movement down, and that will trigger your held action, Lontil.
Excellent. With Bliss, that is going to be a 14 to hit.
14 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. I like this. I like being a dog for a day. That's going to be 11 points of piercing damage.
11 points of piercing damage. As this giant wasp comes down and readies its stinger, you take a bite out of its abdomen before it's able to stab at you, and it is dead.
Ooh, yes.
All right. Anything else? But that was its turn. Never mind. So that's then going to bring us to Lilith. You are up. Lontil, you are on deck.
All right. I am going to make my way towards this giant goat, sheep thing. And I'm going to try to stab at it.
All right. Go ahead and attempt to stab at the giant goat sheep thing. It's a giant goat.
All right. Oh my gosh, why can't I math? 17.
17 does hit the giant goat. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage is more than enough to do it to the giant goat. It falls down next to the giant wasp. It seems like you've made a nice little setting here in this area. Anything else?
Yeah. Maybe I should turn them into frozen sculptures next time.
The artistic talents of Lilith begin to take over. She goes, I really want to, but...
I really should make them a beautiful sculpture garden over here, but I guess instead I'll just hang out next to my hyena friend.
All right. That is then going to bring us to Lontil. You are up.
All right, seeing my foes defeated, but knowing I took a few hits from that tower, I would like to move. Let's see, 10, 20, 25 feet up here.
Okay.
From this vantage point, can I see any no ne'er-do-wells hiding behind the wall?
From that vantage point, you cannot.
Okay. I'm going to do my best attempt to bark and yip and chatter as loudly as possible.
Alrighty. So, Lontil, being the annoying dog in the neighborhood that keeps everybody up. Anything else from you?
No, I'll finish.
All right. That will then bring us to one arrow coming out at you, Crom. And hey, it's been a while since I've said this. Natural 20.
Ouch.
Oh boy.
Yep. So, Crom, that is going to be 12 points of piercing damage, halved to 6 for you. And then the second one coming up, a 19 on the die. And much lower, that is going to be 3 points of piercing damage, halved down to the 1. All right.
All right.
So, that'll be
Not
it
too
for
bad.
whatever is hanging out back there. And the giant goat is now dead, which is then going to bring us to Vomm Stigabashi.
Right, let us find out what has been pew-pewing at us. I'm going to go over to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go here. Oh, I'm going to go here.
Okay.
And I'm going to see what I can see.
All right. Looking up, you can see 2 gnolls that have taken up position with longbows drawn. These are canine bipedal creatures, humanoids of the canine variety. And you also notice as you look up at them, the back wall of this ruin here is much more accessible, but the wall directly in front of you looks moistened and grayish. And as you're looking at it, a bit of whatever liquid is on the wall forms into a pseudopod and lashes out at your face. And that is going to be an 18 to hit.
Oh, well, it doesn't manage it.
All right, so that pseudopod lashes out, and you can now see this gray ooze begin to flow out from the stone walls of this ruin and accumulate on the wall itself in front of you. So that is what you see.
Oh, lovely.
What you avoided.
Well, before I start wailing on this thing with my hammer, I'm going to call over to Lontil and go, "Oi, Druid, found some of your cousins." I'm going to hit the oozy thing with my hammer.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack for me.
19.
19 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me. And quick question for you, Vomm.
What's that?
Is your weapon magical?
No.
All right, thank you for letting me know.
I'll be 5 points of bludgeoning.
5 points of bludgeoning damage to this gray ooze. You smash down in it, and there's a loud splatter as it splashes against the walls. And as you pull your hammer back, you can see that it's begun corroding the metal that is the mass of your hammer. It is now has a -1 to its damage rolls.
Well, okay.
That bad.
And before anything else happens, Manic Pixie Travel has redeemed Agent of Chaos on Lilith. So we're gonna spin that wheel. It has not.
Yes.
It's
Good.
been so bad all night. Let's see
Come
what
on,
happens.
Something good.
Oh, but it's been
something
so
good.
fun.
Multi shrubs.
Well, hey, at least they're easy and they're free.
True. I like the XP that comes with them, and I didn't have a chance to fight them last time.
This is the second time that multi-shrubs have shown up on Lilith this evening. And
Okay, now somebody blow them up with fire.
How many is the question?
3 animated shrubs appear around Lilith.
That's fine. I could deal with them. 3 XP.
All right, so, Vomm, anything else from you?
Yeah, I'm going to expend 1 use of my War Priest bonus action to attack it again.
All right, go ahead and roll that attack a second time for me.
It's only a hammer. Can get another one. Hitting things is what it's for. Okay, and then I'll add bless. 17.
17 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me with that -1.
Okay, so 9 bludgeoning.
9 points of bludgeoning damage to the creature. It again splashes across. More of it seems to be oozing out from the walls. It has taken that damage. You get an additional -1 to your attacks with that hammer, giving it a -2.
Gotcha.
Alrighty. So, with that, it is now the Gray Ooze's turn, and it is going to attempt to attack you with its pseudopod. That is going to be a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Alrighty, so its whole body whoosh, lunges out and smacks you in your armor. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as well as 3 points of acid damage, and your armor is corroded now, giving you a -1 to your AC. Alrighty. That's going to do it for the Gray Ooze. It is now the animated shrub's turn. The one directly to... well, this one is going to attack you first, Lilith. That is going to be a 13 to hit.
Nope.
This one here is going to be an 11 to hit.
Nope.
And the one in the back here is going to be a 19 to hit.
That one hits.
All right, that one actually dealing 5 points of slashing damage as the shrubs just kind of bounce around. The first 2 just come into you, doesn't do anything at all. But the last one jumps up and scrapes its thorns all across your back, dealing that 5 points of damage. That is going to be it for the animated shrubs, bringing us back to the top of the round. Crom, you are up.
Crom would like to send a big thank you to Manic Pixie for spawning in the shrubs, because otherwise he had no way to keep his rage going. But now there are lots of targets. So, Crom is going to 1, 2, 3 move up to here, and it will attack.
All right, go ahead and attack that shrub.
And you know what? Crom would like to do this recklessly.
Recklessly attacking the shrub.
Giving me advantage, and I'm guessing Bless is still up as well.
It is.
Love this. Love all of this. That is only a 9 on the die, but another 3 from Bless and another 7 from my foe brings it to a 19.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Advantage,
Alright.
and you had a 9 on the die.
how much-
Wow.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and a 9. So, thank you for the advantage. Oh, very good. 7 plus 7 is 14 points of bludgeoning, plus an additional 4 points of radiant. Will be 18 points of damage to the shrub.
I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the delete button on that one. The shrub is obliterated. Remember,
Crom loves crushing shrubs.
this was the first thing that you ever fought. Was all of the awakened shrubs. So, Crom, anything else from you?
No, that is all I can do.
Alrighty, that is then going to bring us to Lilith. You are up.
Alright, I'm surrounded by shrubbery again for the second time this evening. Last time I got explosions, but this time they're still here. So I'm gonna start again pounding my shield with my rapier, and it's gonna start softly, and finally with a loud bang, I'm gonna cast Thunderclap.
Alrighty. Let's see here. And that is, what's the save on that again?
It's Constitution saves.
All right, the first one rolls a natural 20, and the second one, that is an 11.
The 11 does not succeed. The 20
Alright.
obviously does.
So the one here at the bottom did not succeed. Go ahead and roll damage for me on that.
5 points of thunder damage.
5 points of thunder damage as the shockwave emanates from Lilith there. Half of the leaves on this awakened shrub are sent flying, but it's still there, just kind of bouncing along.
Damn trees.
Anything else from you,
Fuck
Lilith?
then. No, I'm just gonna turn to the one that attacked me and scraped at me and kind of bouncing and just glare at it.
All right.
Just, like, try to focus on the eyes that are jiggling.
That is then going to bring us to Lontil. You are up.
Wonderful. I would like to rush in and assist my friend with this ooey gooey cephalopod.
All right, and unfortunately, because of the size of the rubble, you're only able to make it that far.
Oh no, really?
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
Can I? Is there any way? Is there any way to climb up here?
Yeah, I'd let you take an athletics check to try and climb up the side of the wall.
Let me see. I feel like I can take it out if I get an attack on it, but that would take my action to get up there. You know what? This is so hard being this big. You know what? As a bonus action, I'm gonna drop my beast form,
Okay.
Alright.
revert back to my lizard, and I'm going to attempt to thorn whip this cephalopod closer to me.
Okay. Let's see here.
So that is going to be a 25 to hit.
25 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage on it.
All right.
Very nice.
2 points of piercing damage.
Alrighty,
It's
2
all
points.
between me and Vomm.
All right, you pull the gray ooze right out, and you can see now that you were able to hit a chunk of it, and as you pull, the rest of it, as if trying to catch up with its main body, gets pulled out from the stone mass of this ruin. All right, it is now between you and Vomm. All right.
Vomm, let's finish it!
Okay.
And I'll finish my turn.
All right, that is then going to bring us to the Gnolls, who are actually going to turn. This one is going to move here, and they're going to open fire on Vomm here. The first one, that is a 3 on the die. That is not going to do much of anything. The second one, let's see, that is a 15, an 18 to hit, which I think with your new armor class is going to do it.
We'll do it.
And that is going to be 7 points of piercing damage from this second Gnoll. Yeah, that one there.
Well, all right then.
Alrighty, that is then going to bring us to Vomm. You are up.
Right, first things first. These hairy things are going to pay, but firstly, I cast Toll the Dead on the ooze.
Very nice. All right, it has to make a
Wisdom save.
Wisdom sets a natural 1 on the die.
Yes.
Which I'm just gonna let you know that drops it into the negatives. So yeah, it fails.
Yeah,
Not the
I thought
one
it might.
ooze.
That'll be 11 necrotic damage.
11 points of necrotic damage as you hear this deep bell dong, reverberate out. The whole ooze begins to shimmer and shake. Parts of it, and it melts down into the ground.
That's what you get.
All right, Vomm, anything else from you?
I would like to climb up to where these guys are.
All right, go ahead, and as you attempt to climb up, give me an athletics check to move up this very difficult terrain.
Certainly. Whoop-ah. Oh dear, natural 1.
Natural 1. You, after ringing the bell, you turn like, all right, back to my work, and you go to climb, and a bit of the wall breaks off in your hand. The slightest bit of gray ooze dripping from it. It gave you just one last little.
I will never forgive the ooze.
Bring anything else from you, Vomm?
Vomm hates
No.
oozes.
All right, that'll bring us to the top of the round. Crom, you are up. Lilith, you are on deck. Lontil, you are in the hole.
Beautiful. Cromwood, oh boy. Yes, Crom will move actually away 5, 10, 15, that. And then he will drop his flail, draw a javelin, and hurl it at this shrub.
Very nicely done. All right, go ahead and roll that attack for me.
And will also do it recklessly once again.
Very nice.
Crom is getting very reckless.
That's not his type
Good
at all.
thing that was reckless because that was a nat 1 and a 10. So good thing that was reckless with the blessed and my modifiers. That's 20 hits.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Jeez.
Bless is the best. Thank you, Vomm. Thank you so much. Alright, so with the javelin, yes, max damage on just the javelin, so that is 12 points of piercing and an additional 4 points of radiance.
That is more than enough. 12 points of piercing and the radiant to wipe out that last remaining shrub. As half of its leaves whoosh, fly away, it's hop, 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 gone. Anything else from you, Crom?
Alright. No, but as Crom's turn ends, he is no longer feeling lethargic.
Hey!
And
Alrighty.
then also that means that next round is my last turn with rage.
Okay, good to know. Good
I
to
do
know.
find that a good javelin chucking wakes me up in the morning.
Yes, so I
All
feel
right.
reinvigorated.
Lilith, you are up. Lontil, you are on deck.
Alright, seeing as my foe is now a pile of leaves, I will turn to my other shrubbery foe and try to figure out a way to stab it with my rapier.
Alright.
Maybe in the eye.
In one of those just googly eyes. Blah, 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 blah,
Yes.
blah, blah.
It's the only thing I can see that you can hit. Alright, so that's 11 plus 5, 16.
16 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage on the untouched awakened shrub.
Alright, man, I am only rolling 3s tonight. This is ridiculous. 6 points of piercing damage.
All right, 6 points of piercing damage. You are able to find some of the massive branches that do create this shrub, but it's still jumping, happy, and odd. Anything else from you, Lilith?
No, I think that is all for me.
All right, that is going to bring us to Lontil. You are up.
All right. It's a little tight quarters back here, so I'm going to simply advance 5 feet here.
All
I'm
right.
going to reach out my hand. I'm going to say steady, friend, and cast healing word on Vomm.
All right.
So that will be 7 points of healing back to you.
Very nice, thank you.
Ooh.
And then I would like to hold the dodge action in case any of these disgraceful looking hounds fire at me.
All right, so taking the dodge action. Very nice. That is then going to bring us to the Knolls, who are going to continue their volley. The first one continuing on at you, Vomm, but that is going to be just a 10 to hit. That's not going to do much of anything. And the second one, seeing that Lontil has aided you in healing it, sees a problem and is going to attack Lontil. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
At disadvantage?
Thank you. Yes, at disadvantage with a natural 1 there. So not going to hit whatsoever.
15 is my armor class. I'm so happy I reminded you of it.
Very nice. So that's going to be it for the Knolls. That is going to bring us to Vomm. You're up. Crom, you're on deck. Lilith, you're in the hole.
Right, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to return fire, and I'm going to drop my hammer for the time being, and lob my spear at the closest one here.
Alrighty. They do have about half cover from here, but you should be good to go.
Right. Okay, with the bless, that will be a non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20 will do it. Go ahead and roll damage on that first knoll.
Okay, that'll be 5 piercing.
5 points of piercing damage. Very nice. Vomm, anything else from you?
I'm gonna climb up the damn wall.
All right, give me an athletics check.
22.
22. Yeah, you are totally fine. You are able to... It takes you 10 feet of movement, but you are up on the wall.
Right. Just gonna turn to the one I just stuck with my spear, like, hello. And that's it.
It gives you a look like... all right, that is then going to bring us to Crumb. You're up.
Okay, GM, with 30 feet of movement, how close to these guys can I get?
Oh, well, that depends on how well your athletics is. You can get 25 will get you here, and with the climbing, you probably wouldn't be able to climb all the way up. However, we'll see what happens because a Manic Pixie Travel has redeemed Agent of Chaos on you, Crom. So we're gonna see. Maybe you've been hasted. We never know.
I love chaos.
Haste, come on,
Haste, please haste.
Recovery. This is a positive benefit.
Okay, yes, I'll take it.
Crom, you recover 1 use of your rage.
Hey.
That
is
yes. Manic Pixie, you are my new favorite person in the entire chat. Thank you so much.
All right, so
well, Rom doesn't care that his rage doesn't wear off anymore. Yes, I would like to just go as far as physically, orcishly possible.
all right.
So
You can either get here or...
Yes, I'll scoop my flail off the ground. Yeah, where can I climb from? Because if I can climb from here, I'd like to start climbing from here.
You can climb from anywhere on the... So, let me get my drawing out as opposed to just continuing. So, basically the wall encases...
I see, yes. 5, 10, 15. Alright, and then from down below, do I have line of sight? Or do I have to get up?
You do have line of sight. They do have half cover.
Gotcha. Well, you know what? Yeah, I don't care. I will use my full movement, and I will also take the dash action to try to put myself between them and Vomm as well as possible.
All right, so getting to the base, go ahead and give me an athletics check to see if you can climb your way up.
I'll move there, and then I would like to spend my inspiration
All right.
on this athletics check. Ooh, yes. 15 plus 6 is 21.
You are good to go. So it takes you an additional 10 feet of movement, but with the to get you here to the next one over, you're able to climb up, and there's more than enough speed with you taking the dash action to get in between the gnolls and Vomm.
Beautiful. Alright, well that is all I can do this turn, so I'm going to stand there and look as intimidating as I can as my rage wears off.
Alrighty. Your eyes go back to their normal amount of dilation. And that is then going to bring us to Lilith. You are up. Lontil, you're on deck.
Alright. I hit him once. I'm gonna try to hit him again. Oh, wow. That fell on the floor. Alright.
Dancing dice.
Yeah, apparently. It landed on the dog. Alright, 14.
14 will hit the awakened shrub. Go ahead and roll damage.
Eight points of piercing damage.
8 points of piercing. As you pull your rapier out from the first attack, you go right back in and reposition it exactly where you first hit, and you feel it hit the branches and pierce through. The whole shrub begins to shudder, and then it stops moving.
Ugh, finally! Sick of being surrounded by trees.
All right. Anything else from you, Lilith?
Yes, seeing as all of my friends have made their way to this fortress, I will make my way over there as well. I think that's as far as I can
All right.
go.
That is going to bring us to Lontil. You are up.
From this perspective, GM, would you say that I have half cover from any of the null attacks?
So-
since I'm
Because they have the higher ground, they have half cover, but you are... When they attack,
exposed.
they are able to take
Understood.
shots at you.
I would like to. Yeah, I'll move a little bit closer here, and I will reach out with my thorn whip and try and pull him down to me
All right, go ahead and roll that attack for me.
with bless. Okay, that's not good at all. However, 7 to hit.
A 7, unfortunately, is not going to do it. You lash out with your thorn whip, and it strikes the stone of the ruin. A bit of it breaks off and flies, but that's about it.
Aw. Running out of options, that's a natural 1 on the die. So I'm going to go ahead and just end my turn and kind of think of something better to do.
Alrighty, that is then going to bring us to the Knolls. The one that has come up to you, or that you have come up to, Crom, let's be honest who the aggressor there was, is going to attempt to stab at you with its own spear. Let's see here. So it is going to... that is another natural 20 for me.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
And so that is going to be 14 points of piercing damage as it rains back and stubs it straight forward.
Oh!
Yeah, that was a 6 on the D8.
ugh.
The second one behind it is going to continue to fire off longbow shots, and actually with everything that's going on, it's going to try and help its ally out with the immediate threat and take a shot, continue to take a shot at Crom. That is going to be a 15 to hit, however, so that is not going to do it. And that will be it
That will not.
for the Knolls. And that is going to bring us to Vomm. You're up. Crom, you're on deck. Lontil, you're in the hole.
All right, DM, pair of questions.
Yes.
Firstly, the wall here, are the knolls like right on the edge, or have they got a bit more room before they get to the edge?
They've got a little more room before they get to the edge. They could step over here and be okay.
Right.
It's this section over here is about 2.5 feet. It's a half of a square.
Okay. And second question, if I were to go up to him, could I grab the spear that is sticking out of him that I threw earlier?
I don't see why not.
Could I then attack him with it?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Okay,
All right.
here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
With the first one, I'm going to try and drive the spear in deeper.
Yes.
All right. So now, question: are you attempting to shove him back, or are you just doing
Love
this as an
it.
attack?
That's going to be my second attack.
Oh, okay. So go ahead and roll that attack with the first attack with the spear.
Okay, that'll be a 16.
16 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage on it.
Right. That'll be 5 points of piercing.
All right, 5 points of piercing as you grab the spear in the Knolls and is pushed in.
And I'm going to use my second use of War Priest to take another attack action with which I will in fact shove him.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and roll that attack.
Well, technically it's contested check. So
A contested athletics check?
up to you. Athletics or acrobatics.
Let me see here. Well, it's I'm gonna say because the spear is in it, this isn't something that it's avoiding. So this is gonna be sheer strength to try and fight back. Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a 7.
12.
12. All right, so you are successful in shoving it back. How far do you shove it back?
It is 5 feet, and I believe he goes prone.
All right, 5 feet and goes prone. I'm gonna say that as that happens,
Oh, no, actually either prone or push it 5 feet away. So let's just say he goes prone.
okay, so he is now, you shove him down onto the ground. He is now prone. All right, Vomm, anything else from you?
No, I'm happy with that.
Okay. That
Give me
is
my spear back, you horrible git.
that is then going to bring us to Crom. You are up.
All right, well, Crom, feeling a little calmer, no longer raging, but seeing this easy target laying on the ground right in front of him, we'll just take a pot shot with the flail.
All right. Go ahead and roll that on
remind
advantage.
me, melee against prone.
It's
Yes,
on advantage,
with
yes.
advantage. And Vomm, is Bless still up?
And
That would have, actually, I should have mentioned, that would have marked the final passing of Bless, so Bless is no longer active.
Alright, well then, that unfortunately is only a 15 to hit.
only a 15 to hit. Well, that's exactly what you need to hit him. So go ahead and roll damage on that.
Perfect. And no more radiant damage, but I still have my +1 flail. Thank you, chat.
Still does a pretty good
Yes,
job.
very nice. That is 7. 7 on the d8 plus 5 is 12 points of bludgeoning.
12 points of bludgeoning damage is, yeah, that is actually exactly what you needed to kill this first gnoll. So after it is pushed down onto the ground, swing up and crack it right on the skull, splattering across the bottom of this ruin, the blood beginning to seep into the open stone. Crom, anything else from you?
Let's see. I will just... I don't want to get in Vomm's way, but I will still move forward to 5 feet, yeah.
All right. That is then going to bring us to Lilith. You are up. Lontil, you're on deck.
Oh, actually,
Oh.
sorry, GM, can I stand here, or is this, like, cliff edge?
You can stand there. If depending on what happens to you, you may have to make an acrobatics check to balance.
I'll stay.
All right.
I'll stay put.
All right. So that is then bringing us to Lilith. You are up.
Alright, using my full 30 feet of movement, I can get here, I believe.
All right.
And then finally seeing the thing that everybody's attacking and all this noise is being made about. Can't really do much except for try to freeze it to death.
All right. That ray of frost. Let's see it.
Natural 20! Finally!
Nice. Woo.
Yes!
So
Finally!
even with its cover, you can see an opening in the floor of this this ruin, and you cast your ray of frost through it. Let's see that damage.
Come on. Okay, alright. We'll take that. 8 points of cold damage.
8 points of cold damage. You, Vomm and Crom, see this frost come up almost as if through the floor, and suddenly this gnoll is being encased in it. Very nicely done. Anything else from you, Lilith?
Yes.
Ah, that is my turn. I'm fairly satisfied.
All right, that is going to bring us to Lontil. You are up.
One more wind up and another vicious lash with my thorn whip. Here it comes. That's going to be a 15 to hit.
A 15, unfortunately, with the cover that it has, is not enough to hit.
Ugh. All right. That's it. Can't really do much. Kind of squishy now.
All right, that is then going to bring us to the gnoll, who is not liking what is happening, but all it can do is it's going to attack Crom with its spear. And as a natural 20.
Oh, God.
Oh, this is not good.
And that is an 8 on the die. So that is 18 points of piercing damage as this gnoll right into your chest.
I should have healed. I should have healed you.
So, Crom falls to the ground, unconscious. However, after a brief moment, his eyes open once again. And he is back at 1 HP after going down to 0. And that is the only use I get of my relentless endurance until the next long rest.
All right. So, with that, Pushilu has redeemed Mass Healing Word for 7,000.
There we go.
So,
7,000 HP!
no,
Enter the boosh.
that is going to be 5 points of healing that everyone gets. And immediately, Crandall95 redeemed
you.
Agent of Chaos on Crom. So let's see what else happens.
Oh my god. Give him a break.
Fingers
Something
crossed.
good.
Befuddled! Crom, you are now confused, which, oh my
Oh,
goodness
no.
gracious. Lilith, you had been
Confused barbarian is very bad.
for a very long time, and we completely forgot for that
Oh
to
my
happen.
god, I forgot to do my rolls. Oops.
So, I'm gonna say, for the sake of the Chaos Wheel,
Whoops.
at the start of the next game, you will start Befuddled.
Alright, I will take that.
With that being said, Crom, you are now Befuddled for the next minute.
Okay.
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 So, with that, that is going to bring. What even just happened? That was the Knoll, which is then going to bring us to Vomm. You are up.
Right. I think it's time for some stabbing. Natural 20.
Oh!
Nice.
Yes.
Righteous!
Retribution.
Come here.
Also, thank you to Manic Pixie Travel for redeeming an adrenaline surge for Lilith. Vomm, what's that damage?
11 piercing.
11 points of piercing damage on the Knoll. Very nicely done. And let's see here. Unfortunately, it is still standing, but boy, howdy, is it not looking good.
Well, then I'm going to burn my last War Priest.
All right, burn that last
again.
War Priest. Let's see it.
Back to back.
Come on.
Oh, that's very cocked. Oh, 24.
24 will also hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
5 piercing.
5 points of piercing damage is enough to finish off the final
Nice.
Knoll.
Yes.
Vomm, anything else on your last turn?
I just give a satisfied.
All right.
That's it.
And with that, you feel the air rushing past you. And that is going to end tonight's episode of The Gauntlet.
Ah, so fun.
Oh.
Good
Very
game.
good game.
So, well played, everyone. That was a...
There were some swings there. Holy cow.
Yeah, we're definitely in a new class.
Yeah, welcome to challenge rating 1/2. And
Yeah.
Yeah, they hit hard.
hit hard.
They hit really hard now.
welcome
Feel squishy
to
for this.
a good ways through it. Like, I'm not gonna say much, but you are close. You're coming up to a possible sanctuary. Feels
Feels like it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
Before we wrap
all
things
right.
up, a big thank you to Kidson for the 500 bits. We are still moving towards that +1 wand for
Thank you very
Lontil.
Yeah, thank you, kid.
So, before we call it for the night, I will be divvying up experience in the post-show hangout. For those of you who are new here, thank you so much for joining us. If you liked what you saw and haven't already, please give us a follow. Means the world to us. And consider subscribing if you would like to be a part of the Adventurers Pack. If you would like to follow us on social media, we are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, where you can watch past episodes of this show and other shows that we have. We also have an open Discord where anyone can join, and that is where we are going to be having our post-show hangout, where you can come and ask questions of those of us who are the contestants of the Gauntlet, as well as myself, and just hang out for a little bit, and where we talk strategy. Also, for anyone who would like to go above and beyond any help that you are already giving, we have a Patreon. So there is a link to all of this in the video, below the video in our widgets. Our patrons receive cool benefits like behind the scenes videos, such as the video of seeing all of our players choosing what classes they were going to be playing. You also get to see in-depth character sheets of all of the characters, and you get access to the maps that we are using here in the Gauntlet. You also get private shows such as Brewpub. That's enough of me posting on about all that. I would like to give a big old thank you to all of our current patrons. Thank you guys so much. And also thank you to our subscribers. And thank you all just for in the audience. You guys make this show so much fun. And with all that being said, our next show is happening Sunday. We are continuing through our Let's Play of The Forest, which is still stressing me right the hell out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So if you want to see myself and Crom the Crusher, but actually as Josh, playing through the forest, you can join us at Sunday at 11 o'clock on Twitch. Otherwise, thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you at the next Gauntlet. Bye, all.
See you there.
Bye, guys.